ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth its fruit in its season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome, welcome to Portland Spice TV for yet another Saturday morning. I tell you now, one that we are going to remember. Serious times and serious things are happening in Jamaica. Yeah, man. And if we don't take stock of what is happening and get serious about where we're going as a people, hey, problem there. Problem there. As you can see, we are not in the studios of Portland Spice TV this morning. We're on the road. And we give thanks to the Almighty for journeying mercies. Give thanks for his guidance and his protection. Give thanks to the Almighty, yeah, man. And we are happy for all of you who have joined us this morning. You know, welcome wherever you are around the world. We want to welcome you this morning, because this morning we're going to be touching base. Morning, Celine Browning. We're going to be touching base with people from all over. We're going to be talking to MP candidate Miss Miranda Wellington from down there in St. Elizabeth. Auntie Lane, morning. Blessings. And we're going to talk to Comrade Doreen Campbell, because we would have seen videos swirling around of what is happening down there in Western Portland as it relates to the Craig Mill Bridge. And, you know, it is shocking, very shocking, in a place where the labor rights want to call Portland Varsland. And I continue to register my disappointment in all the councillors who I saw on the stage at the GLP conference referring to Portland as Varsland. And I want to play a clip right now, but before I play the clip, I want to ask that you all excuse the language before Miranda join us. See her in the studio, waiting on her to join. But I want to play this clip here.
Forget people to realize Varsland is some fuckery go on in a Varsland because of the situation we are living in. Because I don't live for long in here, you know, because I can organize. Forget people to realize Varsland is a fucking shithole. Shithole. Because the type of mud and something we have got through. Varsland is totally fucking shithole. And make me tell you that send this buggy all of your friends them a make them some fuckery go go on in a Varsland because of the situation where we are living in. Because me not live for long in here, you know. Because me can organize to get people to realize Varsland is a fucking shithole.
So, that is Western Portland. I don't know. What happened to you, Miranda? Don't know. I see her device in the studio, but I don't know. Said it's not connected. But, want to remember this?
And my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country.
Hold on.
My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
So, when you hear the man say, and then this.
Some fuckery go on in a Varsland.
This is what is happening. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. No, I see my comrade. I see my comrade. I see my comrade. Comrade, you see what is happening in Varsland morning?
Boy, this is a sad morning for Jamaicans, especially those in Portland. We went through it in July, and we're seeing this happening in Portland. My comrade sister Doreen, I'm sure she has a lot of cries on her telephone from the people over there in West Portland.
Yes, yes. So,
Yes.
Miranda, Wellington, morning.
Good morning, comrades. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, Comrade Ben.
Welcome to Portland Spice TV. This is my listeners and viewers and subscribers. This is the lady that is running against, what name, the Minister of Agriculture you're going against, no?
Yes.
She's running against Floyd Green, the flossing man, the man who in COVID went out with his friends and having a blast and drinking champagne and said, show our labor rights while nothing was happening. Wow. How are you, Miranda? Tell us a little bit about Miranda Wellington.
Where do I start? I feel like I've been a political candidate all my life, but that wasn't so. It's been such a long journey, but grateful nonetheless. I am a daughter of the soil, born and raised in Flagaman, one of the largest farming communities in Jamaica. The most farmers registered in the island are from my community.
Oh, well.
Okay. I grew up in a community where Skellion was the lawn of many homes. Both parents were farmers. I'm a teacher by profession. I've been a teacher for 16 years.
Which school you teach now?
Black River High School, right in my constituency. One of 2 high schools in the constituency. I'm trying to find the right location for you. That's why I've been walking up and down this whole home.
No, man, you look good right where you know. I mean, you're so beautiful. You make the screen just a glow this morning. Talk to me.
Easy, comrade. So I grew up in Southwest St. Elizabeth. This is where I was born and raised. I attended Pedro Plains Primary School. I'm a Hampton graduate and I'm a Hamptonian. Went to University of the West Indies, studied political science and history. Came back home, been a teacher since. Started out in business, and I also have a postgrad in education and training. So that's where my passion was initially, educating young minds. I did a lot of community outreach. I've been a part of my community since I was born. That is the nature by which I grew. That community comes first. And so that is my passion. That is where I see my most value. I see where education is one of the most important things you can give your children or give this country, empowering the human capacity of our country. And that is why priority on my list of focus for Southwest St. Elizabeth when I become Member of Parliament is bringing back education to Southwest and bringing back farming to Southwest, because farmers...
What do you mean bringing back farming? What that mean?
Of any country will make farmers...
Huh?
I said, well, I don't want it to be the slogan, but I want to say that we need to make farmers first again. We need to make farmers important again in this country. Because
no, but Comrade Wellington, what you're talking about, the Minister of Agriculture is the MP in your constituency. What you're talking about bringing back farming, make farming great again. Farming supposed to be booming in your community. Talk to me.
Boy, I think the country knows what's really happening in this country, because most of the Jamaicans are farmers. And if farming was doing well in this country, you can imagine many people are without jobs now because they cannot afford to farm. And that is what is happening in Southwest. And I don't want to just specifically say farming. I want to say fishing too, because many of our fishing villages are suffering. In Southwest, we have the largest fishing villages in the parish of St. Elizabeth. We have the most fishing communities in Southwest, in St. Elizabeth on a whole. And we also have the largest number of farmers. And I can tell you that industry has completely contracted as a result of this government. People are not fishing anymore. People are not farming anymore. And no matter how you want to spin it, how you want to turn it, how you want to fly it, I can tell you straight up, nobody's farming and nobody's fishing. There is no economic base in this constituency anymore.
I am baffled. I am really baffled by the utterances you are making, Comrade Wellington, because I would want to think that St. Elizabeth being the breadbasket of Jamaica, Fly Green being the Minister of Agriculture down there, and in a time where food security is paramount and we must be driving to food security in this country, at a time when we are importing, what is it we're importing now? We're importing about $1.4 billion of food into this country. Why is it St. Elizabeth is not booming? Tell us about some of the issues that you're having down there in St. Elizabeth.
Well, to be honest, we have been having these issues for a while now. But having gone through one of the most difficult periods during Hurricane Beryl, this has really set us back. Coming from a community where we had back-to-back weather phenomenons, over flooding after hurricanes, and then we are now going through a drought. But more importantly, other than those, natural phenomenons, the initial input cost of farming has significantly hampered the farmers in this constituency. The cost to farm is higher than the cost to open a business. I mean, farming takes money. It's not easy to farm, but the cost of fertilizer is one of the major issues affecting our farmers. And the input cost for the price of seeds, the price of spray, the cost to even pay for water, one of the highest water bills these constituents are faced with. Even the irrigation system that is currently in place, they can't pay their bills. And what is very significant too, because I keep talking about the farmers and I'm not speaking enough about the fisher folk. I am telling you, up to last night, I do my house to house every day. I have spoke with a freezer full of lobster still from the lobster season that they can't get.
A freezer full of lobster?
Overpour. Right now, lobster is the cost of lobster is low compared to what they cost to fish it from the sea.
So we don't export lobster anymore?
Well, I'm not aware of the export, but I know that importation is affecting lobster farmers because we seem to be importing something. Something is happening. We don't want to say that who is importing, but a lot of importation is affecting our fisher folk. Many of them.
Well, we are hearing that a lot of people who are sitting in the parliament are involved in the importation of agricultural produce, and now you're telling me that people have freezer full of lobster.
Lobsters, you can get lobsters cheap, dirt cheap in St. Elizabeth right now because they can't get themselves.
Wow.
And this year, this is not last year. Last year, I made a video about the number of lobster that we had in the parish that cannot be sold. And when I speak about when I speak about fishermen, I'm not just talking for those in Southwest St. Elizabeth. Alligator Pond is one of the largest fishing villages too, and those are my neighbors. And it would be disingenuous for me to only speak about my constituency because as a whole, we have always looked at St. Elizabeth as the parish that feeds this country. If you feed a country and the people who feed you cannot farm and cannot fish, then how your country survive? How will your country survive? Last year,
agriculture is down by 12.5%. That means St. Elizabeth and the Clarendon Plains are not doing well.
All right. And I don't need to say it, but what we need to do is to highlight the fact that no amount of PRing and no amount of videotaping cannot tell the people that they are farming when they know they're not producing. Right now, coming out of the hurricanes, the farmers are just putting back crops. In my community where I live in a place called Little Park, which is the heart of the irrigation zone. Water is a major issue too in our constituency. The availability of water for farmers to farm. We have an irrigation system. We have the Pedro Plains area that has been furnished with irrigation water. However, the minister have touted that there is going to be the Pedro Plains irrigation system, but there is an irrigation system in place, but it is not adequate.
That's why we have to talk to the people on the ground, because when these people come out and talk, you think everything is hunky-dory. And we're going to be talking to Comrade Doreen Campbell after you because everybody think that West Portland is also hunky-dory and people are suffering. Here you are now telling us that the people in St. Elizabeth, the bread basket of Jamaica, they are suffering because they are not being able to produce the way they want to produce.
Well, what I can tell you is for many years it was acres and acres of guinea grass. And when I spoke about the fact that there is more grass than crops, they said that I was making political trouble. However, they also came back and said grass is a crop. So I don't know which part of agricultural school them go, but I know it is a mulch. But anyway, because the one that I grew up in, we use it to cover the crop, to hinder it from erosion. No,
separate and apart from if you're growing hay for cattle.
But they don't use that. They don't use that grass for cattle. They don't use that grass for cattle. But if you go around, it is not. And I don't want to be saying it's just arable farmers. We have to talk about the cow farmers, the goat farmers. We have to talk about the pig farmers. One of the major issue in this country is none of those animals are able to be sold. I go to people's homes and poor people, I mean, I have to say it, poor people grow crops that are cheap, like cucumber, like beetroot, like maybe scallion, because it can be replenished easily. No, all of these crops cannot be grown because to buy a tin of cucumber seed is $7 grand. to buy a bag of fertilizer, it's $13,000. And what we are saying is that this government has to understand that you have to protect our farmers. RADA is definitely not doing that. RADA is an extension of the political arm. RADA provides things for their JLP supporters. And I don't want to get into that politics right now, to be honest. But it cannot be that you have an entity that is supposed to be supporting farmers when many of the farmers cannot find sellers for their pigs. Pigs are what poor people grow in. I mean, pigs are what poor people have in their yards because the pigs eat the crops that are not sold. So when you have pig farmers in St. Elizabeth, can't get the pig sold, you have to be wondering what is the importation of pork like in this country. Are they really importing pork? Are they importing goat meat? Because goat, for the first time in history, nobody don't have to put away the goat for Christmas. You could have put them per house top. Nobody is selling goats. Nobody is selling pigs. Now you have to say to yourself, it has to be a direct relationship between the number of, the importation.
Something wrong.
And hear what? It is masterfully created where you are supporting or you're touting that these things are doing well. You're highlighting the large farmers, but what about the small farmers who are suffering? Because that is what is happening in this country. We are made up of majority of the farmers in this country are small farmers, but nobody is speaking up for them. Because what we're saying is that these small farmers have had to be looking at other industries to be going into. Many of them have become bar owners. When you see a country has resorted from their economic base to going into bars, you know that something is wrong in your country. Everybody's keeping a dance. How much dance can keep?
Comrade Wellington, you are opening up the eyes of Jamaicans and people around the world this morning. Because as I said earlier, if St. Elizabeth is in trouble, tell us about the agro park, because there are agro parks in St. Elizabeth. Are those in your constituency, or are you aware of what is happening with them?
Well, I am aware of one in Southeast. We are supposed to be having an agro park in an area called Downs Valley. Now, I don't know if this is a collaboration with NIC, the National Irrigation Commission. I am not aware of an agro park in Southwest, because if I was aware of it, I would have been highlighting what it is doing or what it is not doing. But I don't see an agro park in Southwest St. Elizabeth. I know there are agro parks across the island, but are we aware of what is happening? Because the truth is, the culture of farming, you cannot bring the culture to the people who don't farm. Because I can tell you, if you give St. Elizabeth people rockstone, then grow something out of it. And that is the culture of the people. Even if people go abroad, they farm on the top of their houses, even if they're built in a built environment. And that is, farming is within. It's a culture. It's innate. And so even though there is an extension to improve agro parks around this country, if you bring agro parks to people who don't have the passion to farm, and that is inclusive of leaders who don't have the passion to lead ministries that they have been given. Because if you don't have that passion for the people who are farmers, you won't represent them well. And I say this in no disrespectful manner, but that is the truth. If you have no knowledge of the ministry that you lead, you are not able to do it justice and to know what is the internal issues affecting the farmers. Because I see where many of what is being said in the media and on news reports is not the reality that is happening on the ground, because you're not aware. You're not intimately aware, because you're not connecting with the people, the grassroots farmers who are really having these challenges.
It's not your passion.
Not your passion. So you're not going to really fight for it. You're not going to fight for the farmers to have listen, we have to help the farmer. The farmers are in a very difficult position. If you lose that,
help me to segue and tell my people now what it is that Comrade Miranda Wellington is bringing to the people in her constituency.
Well, we have enough time. uh, what I know for certain is that,
Tell us, it's your show.
well, for a few minutes, what is important is that we understand that the basis of any growth in in a constituency or in a parish or in a country is to bring back communities, and that is what I would love to share with your viewers this morning. We have to bring back the heartbeat of our country, which is our communities. A lot of our communities have become disenfranchised. They have become disconnected from each other. I remember growing up in communities where community centers was the meeting place, the area where people gather, share ideas, where people would extend the initiatives of what the community needs. They would also have meetings to protect the community. So what I see happening now is that many of the community centers have gone into disarray in my constituency. And this is a major factor that is affecting the operation of every other entity. Community centers have to be upgraded to resource centers, and also we have to bring back community life. That is where you have people meeting again, and we have better planning in terms of getting back our neighborhood watches, because now we're seeing crime being an issue in communities because people are not looking out for each other. People are not engaging, people are not interacting. You cannot make plans for people if you don't hear what they have to say. And how do you hear what they have to say? You cannot tell people what they need for their communities, Comrade Bell. You have to hear what they need for their communities. So you have to bring people to the table. And this is what I'm saying to the leaderships all over this country. If you don't bring people together in spaces where they can voice their opinions and tell you what they need for their communities, then you cannot tell them what they need, because you're going to give them something that is not of benefit to them. So our community centers are critical to bring back community life, because a lot of our children are no longer, you don't know that the children in your communities are not going to school. I'm an educator. So I know that on Wednesday, majority of the schools in Southwest do not have a population above 50%. That is
what happened on Wednesday?
On Wednesday, the money finish. On Wednesday, the parents cannot send their children to school.
So what happened Thursday?
Thursday, school population drop. That is something that we have to seriously to bring
so
that.
What happened Friday?
Nobody come at school Friday.
Then
Wellington,
I beg you, please don't come to this program and tell no lies.
I'm not
Do
lying.
not come to this program and tell no lies. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, the most honorable Dr. Brogard Radam Olness, said the economy is fit. Prosperity is on the way, and you come to Portland Spice TV this morning to tell my listeners and my viewers that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday parents can't send them picnic at school. What rubbish you talking, Comrade Wellington?
I'm telling you, as a teacher, and every other teacher can attest to what I'm sharing with you, population goes down by half on a Thursday. Friday, barely even there.
Oh my God.
So
this is not happening. Then if this is happening, then what is going to happen in the next 5 years? Because education is the long-term solution to poverty, to crime and violence, to the murder rate we are having. And here's an educator on the screen this morning, out of St. Elizabeth, the farming community, the breadbasket of Jamaica, saying to Jamaica and the world that when the parents send their children to school Mondays and Tuesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays are no show. Talk to us.
Yes, well, we're digressing, but what I want to share is this is directly connected.
No, this is vital to the growth of a country. If you're going to grow your nation and you talk about any form of prosperity or progress, education is the key.
What is happening is that the parents who are farmers are not growing. They're not farming. So they don't have the financial ability to send them 5 days per week. And if they have more than one children, the children who are maybe closer to CXC get the priority. The ones who are in first to third form, they get the second priority, because you have to send the ones who are going to need the passing grade to get out of school. So the ones who are not priority, which are the 8th graders, the 9th graders, they don't go to school after Wednesday.
But hold on. But isn't that where the base is built from? So if you're not sending the first farmer and the second farmer, they don't have no base. Or they might take up CXC when they reach 4th or 5th farm.
But the parents are thinking that the ones who are CXC closer, they need to do their SBS. So they have to choose. The sad thing is that our parents have to choose which children they give the education to at this stage now of the education week, because I know for certain that as a parent you want your children to pass CXC, so the ones who are not going to CXC, they have to come second after. And it's the same thing in the primary level. It's the same thing at the primary level. Comrade Bell, what I want to share too is that what is important is we now figure out a way how to diversify the agriculture base of our community. I know there are challenges within agriculture, especially with the advent of technology and importation. But what is important, I have not heard from anybody, how do we make agriculture the kind of agriculture crops that we grow in St. Elizabeth? How do we compete with an international market? So what I'm saying, let us find ways to get the farmers to the table. We need to bring back cooperatives. I remember let me tell you something, you can't beat the history, the history don't lie. I remember as a young child, we used to have one tractor in the community that comes around every single week, and it farms and it plows five different plots of land for 5 different farmers. But it's one money spent. But that was as a result of a cooperative that made that initiation. And that cooperative brought farmers to the table and engaged them in a way where the cost of farming was reduced, because they had the ability to give loans to farmers. They had the ability to have farmers choose the kind of crops that they grow, because the truth is nobody's engaging them, nobody's talking, and nobody is together, because the advent of technology has brought us further apart. So you and your neighbor, your friend, and your next to all of una farm tomato. Right now the price of tomato at $30 a pound. You can't stone dog with it and sell it go gihag. So when I say, comrade, you have to understand that farming it's not difficult to farm, but you have to have it organized. And what the farmers...
So you're saying that tomato now, there's a glut in the
Yes.
tomato market, and there's no way to store it.
No sale. And what you find is 3 months ago, there was no tomato, but the people in the market knows that this is happening. Right across the country, you are paying maybe $200 a pound for tomato 3 months ago. But now you get it dirt cheap, which don't make any sense. What we're saying is that
means there is no organization in agriculture, and that's one of the things that I was preaching, Comrade Wellington. Organized farming. You have to strategize, bring your farmers together, organize them in a way that the thing rotates properly, so you don't have this glut. And even when you have the glut, there must be a way for storage.
And the fishermen were promised 2 years ago by the agriculture minister that there would be what do you call it, storage for their lobster. Great Bay, I can tell you that was on the news, that they would send cold storage to help them to keep.
They're going to get it now, though. I can promise you, they're going to get it now.
Yeah, but I need to say it a little louder. So they were promised 2 years ago, last year, when they had the many of them don't have nowhere to send their lobster. They were told that there would be cold storage set up for them to have those. I'm asking that the minister make good on this promise. The other thing I've been hearing about is that there is going to be an expansion of they did not say expansion because, this government is very good at twisting and turning words. But no longer is patching, is rehabilitation. Road patching, road rehabilitation. So now they're saying that they're giving the people water when obviously irrigation exists already, but what they're bringing is an expansion of the irrigation zone.
Comrade Wellington, look at this message on your screen. You can see the message on your screen?
Tomato will still expensive in town and supermarkets.
I couldn't buy any on Thursday. So your farmers know what is going on in Kingston?
No, they are not. And the truth is, rural farmers are not connected with urban markets.
But somebody has to take on that responsibility to do the connection.
This is what I'm saying. There's no organization. Where are the cooperatives? We need to bring back the cooperatives. And we also need to diversify the industry. Too many farmers are farming the same thing. We have crops that are in...
And planting the same time, because nothing wrong with doing the same thing, but you must stagger the planting. And that's why there must be organized farming in Jamaica.
Well, you know that there are times of the year that certain crops do well. So we're coming up now to onion season. Last year, I don't know if you heard my cry for the onion farmers in Southwest. We had many of them having to dump in gullies. Many of them have to plow it back into the land because they couldn't get their onions farmed. After a program was initiated by RADA to assist with onion farmers, and then you allow them to put that investment, the entity invested in them bringing about back onion farming, and at the same time you had a whole set of people importing onions into the country. So
is it that you're going to be calling on the government now and the government ministers who are importing onion to cease the importation of onion now so that local farmers can live?
Let me tell you something. You see that talk about who not supposed to import. It is sad that it is coming from me as a candidate, because I would think that if you are the Minister of Agriculture and this is your constituency, that is the bread and butter of your constituency, and you do not fight for your farmers, then who do you think is going to be supporting you? You're not going to get the support of your constituents. They are dissatisfied with nobody fighting for them. The person who is supposed to be fighting for them is not. Because now we see where a lot of people importing all sort of crops, all sort of products into this country. And what we're saying, who is fighting for the farmers? Who is fighting for the Jamaican people? That is over 50% of Jamaican people are farmers.
You realize what is happening? Comrade Dayton Campbell came out as the Shadow Minister of Agriculture, start speaking for the farmers, and they are now how to get him hook, line, and sinker.
But that is their modus operandi. The good thing about it, is I know for certain that the farmers of Southwest have drawn the line in the sand, and they know who is for them and who is not for them. And I can tell you that
hold on, Miranda. Hold on. We missed all that you said a while ago. So just repeat what you said a while ago.
I say to you, the people of Southwestern St. Elizabeth, who are farmers, know who is for them, who is on their side, and who is fighting for them, and who is not. And they have drawn the line in the sand and have made it clear that this coming election, they are going to make those who are in power know that they are not for them.
Beautiful, beautiful. We know you have another engagement this morning. Anything you want to say to us before you leave?
What I would love to say is that I know that Southwest St. Elizabeth has some of the most resilient people. We just went through Hurricane Beryl, and there are a lot of people who are still being affected by the rains that come, by the elements that beat on their rooftops, because they still are without roofs. They are still without water. They are still without support. We know that certain people have gotten help, but only unless you are of one color. And we're saying that kind of hospital.
Hold on. Comrade Wellington, are you saying that only the green people got help in St. Elizabeth after Hurricane Beryl?
Not saying that only, but mostly. Because I am finding that a lot of houses that I go to, the people who suffered from Hurricane Beryl have still not gotten any help from the agencies that they initiated this program. I know this government got millions of dollars to help. There are organizations in St. Elizabeth who got millions of dollars to help people with Hurricane Beryl relief, and they are still not gotten a dollar for a zinc. There are so many organizations that came in and helped, and this government used the opportunity to make it seem like they were the ones who provided that help. But at the same time, there are agencies that were set out to do their jobs, who are supposed to go to homes and assess them, who are supposed to provide financial assistance to so many people, and it's still not given. So I'm appealing to the people who are given financial help to help the people of St. Elizabeth. Please give the people them the help, and don't make it seem like the money done. Because every single home that I go to without roofs, without any form of housing, are telling me that they've been to the office in Santa Cruz and they're telling them that the money done. So I'm saying to myself, where is the money? Where is the money that the government got to help the people who from Hurricane Beryl relief fund? Where is the money? And I'm calling on the minister, I'm calling on the MP. You need to tell the people who have not gotten any help, where are they to get some help? Because you can't leave the people out in the cold like that. There are too many people in St. Elizabeth, too many people in Southwest St. Elizabeth who are still in need of help several months after Hurricane Beryl, and they don't know where to go. So this is what I'm saying. I'm appealing for those people. I'm begging. They still need help. Southwest are still in need of help after Hurricane Beryl, and they don't know where to go.
Comrade Wellington, we're going to touch base with you again. We know you have something to do this morning. We are not in the studio, so we're not so comfortable. We are on the road, and we're getting a whole heap of drops here and drops there and all of that. But it was really a pleasure having you on this morning, and really some eye-opening things you have said to us on this program this morning. I want to wish you all the best. How is the campaign going?
Well, the campaign is rough, but it's worth it. The people are grateful for the kind of effort that we're putting in, and they see the work that I'm doing. And they are grateful that they have a representative who will speak up for them. And they have a lot on the agenda that they want me to share.
Continue, Comrade Wellington, continue.
They have a lot on the agenda that they want me to share. And I'm hoping that maybe one day soon you'll invite me back again and I'll talk about some of the other issues, such as we have to bring back community life. We have to talk about the tourism industry, because we also have that niche product in Southwest St.
Yes.
As an MP candidate, I have to say that I'm the first female candidate in Southwest St. Elizabeth, and I have to speak up for the issues that are affecting the women in Southwest. I want to speak on those kind of issues. We have to look at business startup for young mothers who need something to do. I have to talk about the improvement of the prospects for youth in Southwest. Too many youths have nothing to do, and so we have to look at employment programs other than the farm work program, because it can't sustain the sustainability of just having farm work as an option cannot be the answer to employment in this country. And so I have many ideas of how to provide employment for our youths in Southwest, the expansion and diversification of the agricultural industry. We need a reliable and sustainable domestic water source in Southwest, because without water, the people perish. Without water, we need water to farm. We need water to provide for our bodies, to care for our people, because a sense of dignity is needed when our people care for themselves. So they need water for that. So my aim is to look at all of the issues that are affecting the people of Southwest. There are communities still without light. So there is light,
You mean
needed
communities
water.
still without electricity?
Yes.
Hold on. We have a call on the phone. Hello, caller. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Comrade Doreen Campbell on the phone.
Oh,
And we
Hi, Comrade Miranda.
hi, comrade, my comrade sister, faithful and strong. All the best over there in West Portland. I know you can do it.
I can't believe you're talking about a constituency that belongs to the Minister of Agriculture.
Yes.
I can't believe it, Comrade Bell, that this is the constituency of the Minister of Agriculture.
Why?
What can go so?
Well, we did hear the Prime Minister, say that he's not pleased with a lot of his members of Parliament. The Prime Minister said that. So when we listen to Comrade Wellington, and we are going to be talking to you about things in your constituency, Comrade Campbell, that is really unbecoming of a braggadocious, a super minister. And we're talking about two ministers here this morning. Really, no.
There is a note right here that says, "Can you win the constituency?" I'm reading it right here, Comrade Bell.
Yes.
Let me just say to the people and the people who are viewing, any constituency can be won. When you're for the people, they will give you a chance. Take a drive, come to Southwest St. Elizabeth, and just do a poll for yourself. Just drive through the constituency. Don't listen to what people have to say. Come down here and listen to the people who are voting. Because what is oftentimes true is that we take a lot of what is on the media to be gospel. But the people on the ground are the real true testers. And they are the ones who are voting. Not the media that is voting, not the social media, not the WhatsApp page, not the Instagram and TikTok pages, but the pages of the people's lives that are suffering. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that I will be victorious when that election is called, because I know the work I'm putting in. I know the connections I've made. I have 17 years worth of investment in Southwest St. Elizabeth for youths who are telling me daily that they know the kind of person and the kind of input that I have made in their lives. And they know that if they give me that opportunity, I will make them proud. Because I know what Southwest needs. They need a leader who is going to speak up for them. They know that agriculture is their base. And if nobody's talking about agriculture and saving the farmers, you cannot represent Southwest.
Comrade Wellington, all the best. Do your walks. Get your numbers. It's a numbers game, Comrade Wellington. Get your list together. And we will talk again very soon. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Thank you so much, Comrade Bell, and thank you, listeners and viewers, for allowing me to speak on the issues affecting Southwest St. Elizabeth. And I'm truly honored to be representing Southwest. Thank you so much.
One love. Comrade Miranda Wellington, the MP candidate down there in Southwest St. Elizabeth. We have on the phone my sister, Comrade Doreen Campbell, out of Western Portland. And Doreen, before I bring you in, you're becoming a regular guest to the program. But before I bring you in, I want to refresh my listeners' their memory. Watch this, listeners. Let me bring it back from the top. Comrade Doreen, we're showing on the screen right now the situation down there at Craig Mill. This happened on what? Thursday or Wednesday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Talk us through what happened Thursday. And hold on, before you come in, we see them lifting a whole man through the water, and I learned this morning from you that this is the former councillor of the Buff Bay Division.
Yes, that is Sir Neddy Pete, a well-respected resident of Western Portland who resides in the town of Buff Bay. First, let me apologize if you hear any shuffling in the background. It's because while I'm talking to you and doing the people's business, I'm getting ready for this funeral of the late Comrade Harry Douglas.
Yes, may his soul rest in peace and light perpetual shine upon him.
Absolutely.
So, West Portland, where we have seen the Member of Parliament saying that he's the best Member of Parliament in Jamaica. This bridge situation, you have told us about it before. And I remember on that program, you told us that if the rain ever come, what would happen? Talk to us about what happened Thursday and the way forward.
The rain, as was predicted, because this is Portland, is going to come. And now that the rain arrived, the people of Craigmill, Whitehall, and Belvedere can no longer access their communities, get in or out of their communities. And at the same time, those who were over there, like Mr. Pete, could not leave and come to their home, which is in Buff Bay. So the people looked like how the farmers, with the farm roads now in the condition that they're in, that's how the people look trying to get across the river. There is no bridge. There is no bridge, and because there is no bridge, they have to either go through the water or, just as you see, kids had to be trying to walk on the metal of what is left standing of the bridge.
Support them pick the way I try cross on the side of the bridge jump off, Doreen.
Well, if you look, one child actually didn't fall from the bridge, but was clinging on to the rope and actually fell into the water, and he had to be rescued. And to date, I don't know if you have heard it or anybody have heard it, but to date, I still have not heard a word from the Member of Parliament.
I don't know if you saw him in the Parliament on Tuesday, treated like he was disrespected in the Parliament on Tuesday. I don't know if you saw it.
But that's what I'm now beginning to wonder. Has he fallen out of grace with the people, with his own people? Because whoever is in charge of bridges is certainly not responding to him, first and foremost. Secondly, the kind of disrespect I saw that his colleague, that he received from his colleague, make me now wonder if the shine rub off of the ball. What is going on amongst them? I don't understand. Because I'm beginning to think something serious is going on within. Why the kind of help that Western Portland, with such a powerful Member of Parliament, should have been getting, it is not forthcoming. So the question is, why is there a need for another 5 years? Why do you need to go back for another 5 years? Because
I want to
let me
raise
tell you what,
to the attention.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. If you're under a GLP government right now, and you're not able to answer the cries, because we're talking about that road and the breakaway, but don't forget, there's a lot more issues in West Portland that the farmers, the people are struggling with. And if you're not able to do that under a GLP administration, how are you going to do it when you're under a PNP administration, when you don't have the power anymore of the office? Has anybody ever thought about that? You don't have the power of the office anymore, And Mark Golding is going to be the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
And this bridge situation has been for how long?
He's going to have to beg. He's going to have to beg Remember, this bridge situation started in 2019.
So nearly 6
2019.
years.
All right.
Talk to me.
So if after all these years you're still not able to answer the cry of the people,
I want my
when has
people.
this-
I want you to listen this, Doreen, and listen what happened in the parliament on Tuesday with the MP for West Portland. Listen.
The minister and the NWA. Finally, Mr. Speaker, I want to raise to the attention of the minister and the NWA. Portland has been receiving rain consistently from before Beryl.
Member. Yes,
So
I turn the
Speaker
mic
of the
off.
House now turn off his
Because
mic.
you're making a presentation and not question. So please, get to the question.
Please. Yeah. Thank you very much. Just to say that the scoping of the SPARK program, and this is a question that was done months ago, has been thoroughly interfered with by weather events. And therefore, I'm asking whether or not we can look and discuss with the NWA the current situation in relation to probably prioritizing other roads that have been worse damaged as a result of the
Listen
rain,
this now.
rather than going with what obtained a year ago when we did the consultation. Remember, you haven't heard one thing I say, you know. Remember, I would prefer if you would give me the respect to listen to what I'm saying.
Want to hear that?
It's a major point for me. And I'm saying, I'll repeat it again, that the scoping of the roads for SPARK with the weather events.
Listen this now. Listen this.
Mr. Speaker. I must say, Mr. Speaker, that I'm very disturbed and grieved. It is totally out of character for a minister to speak on a statement of another minister. I have never seen this in the umpteen years I've been here. Totally breach of protocol for a minister to ask next minister a question in Parliament or to speak on the issue of another minister. Totally unacceptable and breach of protocol.
What? It can go so. You heard that, Doreen?
You're telling me that Wellington is reprimanding Darrell Vaz
In the parliament?
in the People's Parliament?
In front of the world. And
No.
the other part, the minister wasn't even listening to him. You hear him begging in the minister, you're not listening to me. I would wish if you respect me. What can go so?
No, so you need to play that again. Play what Mr. Wellington say again, please.
I will.
Play
Minister.
that again.
Let me just touch
For a
my
minister to speak on a statement and grieved.
Hold on, a little bit more.
I must say, Mr. Speaker, that I'm very disturbed and grieved. It is totally out of character for a minister to speak on a statement of another minister. I have never seen this in the umpteen years I've been here. Totally breach of protocol for a minister to ask next minister a question in Parliament or to speak on the issue of another minister. Totally unacceptable and breach of protocol.
No, that tells me trouble there. Talk to me, Doreen. What is going to happen in West Portland? How not going to manage because obviously nobody now pay him no mind.
So what I am now saying is that I am no longer, and listening to the people, they're no longer looking to the member of parliament for answers. No longer looking to him. They're now actually crying out, and I'm also joining the people, crying out to them for the Prime Minister himself to step forward and rescue the people of West Portland.
But Doreen,
Cannot continue.
tell me
The
something.
bridge,
I don't know if anybody watching and saw it can tell me if they heard about this on the major newscast. Anybody see it on TVG or CVM? Anybody hear it on the newscast? I have not heard it. It's just social media. So why these are not being covered? Talk during any media house call you, as any one of the bloggers call you. Why what is happening? Talk to me.
what I can say to you is that I believe that there is a catch and kill. I don't know how many of your listeners understand what that means.
Explain
I
it.
believe that there is a catch and kill going on. Hope I'm not too distracting in the background. But I believe that there's a serious catch and kill going on. And let me explain what that means. It means for all the articles I have written and all the voicing I have done and sent into whether it be TVJ or you name it, I am yet to hear my cry on any of the major news network, because it is almost as if I am not speaking on behalf of the people. So somebody is blocking my messages that are sent in, not just messages, all the reports. When you look on the one for the bridge, I too stood up and sent in my information as it relates to the bridge. When the news came over, nothing serious about the situation in West Portland. I can also understand that the news have gotten tired of hearing about the bridge, but that's not their job. Their job is to report the news, and the news should reflect the almost loss of life of residents trying to cross murky waters that is filled with pesticides and fungicides, with logs. If you look on the video, you see logs coming down, tree limbs coming down. If you look at the video, you will see kids being endangered. And what happened tonight? I got a phone call from a gentleman in the Grand Cayman who said, Miss Campbell, my mother live over there, and I pray to God nothing don't happen to her, so we have to rush her to the hospital.
Yeah, what happened now on a rainy night like Thursday night and Wednesday night, if somebody in Craig Miller or any one of them other areas they get sick, how do they get out?
Cannot.
Doreen,
You cannot.
as a Portlander myself.
And remember now, we're only talking about that bridge. If you look at my TikTok page, Campbell 2025, for the listeners who want to go look right now, Campbell 20. Situation where a car desperate to try to get out of the community, to go on a piece of board, to go over a huge hole. Morning. On a it's a serious problem coming in West Portland, you know. West Portland is elected constituency. And now I hear the people say, normally them get a $5,000 a vote. Them raise them price to $50,000, $10,000 a year. So if you're going now in the next election and say you're going to buy vote, anybody who want to buy vote,
Back now, hold on for me. Let me just make certain that we can switch this to get you back on.
Campbell, you're back on. Go ahead.
yes, I don't know at what point we got cut off, but the bottom line is
You were telling us about the car that went over on a piece of board to get out. Which community was that?
That's the community of Bangarage again. Remember, we lost a piece of the road last month.
Mm-hmm.
This month, 2 massive holes. Whoa, everything turned over.
Oh, Lord.
2 massive holes.
Right. We know you're trying to get to Comrade Harry Douglas' funeral, so just wrap up and we'll let you go.
Right. So now, the people are saying that whatever some people think that they can come and pay people little later, the vote buying strategy, whoever it is, whoever gives that any thought for the next election is going to be in trouble. Because the people of West Portland, when them talk to me, it sounds to me like they must say a $10,000. Well, a $10,000 for 5 years. Because we not see nobody until election time. It's serious, serious problems in West Portland. West Portland needs a representative, a true representative of the people. Someone who seriously wants to see the development of this constituency. I have lived in this constituency. I live in this constituency. I've been with these people for over 30 years. I understand the plight of the people. And the people are literally saying, enough is enough now. They're literally saying, good fingers going to the talking next time. Because we cannot continue to live like this.
I want you to repeat your TikTok page and your Instagram page, Doreen, so that people can go on there and see what is happening. Because I also believe that there are forces that are trying to hide the reality of what is happening in West Portland.
Well, I have to agree with you, because you cannot send out so much messages to the media and none is brought forward.
Exactly.
You never hear me in the news. So if people go on to my TikTok, which is Campbell 2025, and if you go on Instagram, they can go to West_Portland. And that will highlight to you all that is happening in Western Portland. That's Campbell 2025 in TikTok, and on Instagram is West_Portland. I just posted a video. If you see it, Comrade Bell, you would not believe. I was fearful watching the driver trying to navigate that spot.
And that is on
just
the
TikTok.
That's on the TikTok.
That's on TikTok.
Campbell.
You just take a peek at it. Campbell 2025.
Campbell 2025. So people, as soon as we finish here, and go look at our TikTok page, you will see a lot of the things that is happening in West Portland. In fact, the video that I am showing you, there's one worse on our TikTok page where people are holding on to a piece of rope to cross the river, and somebody slipped off and they had to grab the person out of the water. It is dangerous. It is very disappointing what is happening in West Portland, and so sad that the people are going through all of that.
But I just want... Sorry.
You go ahead, Comrade Campbell.
Yes, because I have a good way to go before I get to another meeting. You know, I want to give a shout out to my sister Miranda. I want to shout her out because I hear the strength of a woman.
Hold on, before you're going further, run back the Instagram page, because somebody's saying that they're not on TikTok. Is she on Instagram? Yes, she's on Instagram. Run back the Instagram address.
West_Portland.
West_Portland at Instagram.
Yeah.
And Campbell 25 at TikTok. Continue, Doreen.
Yes, Campbell 2025.
Campbell 2025 at TikTok.
Yes.
Continue what you were saying a while ago.
Yeah, I wanted to shout out Miranda because I hear the passion in which of how she speaks, and And I can see that I could tell that she was somebody who resided in the constituency. It's not hard to know when people are just going to a constituency to get some vote, versus somebody who is committed to the cause,
Yes. Yes.
She don't need a helicopter to reach her people. She live with her people.
Yes.
And I love that. We have to get back to those days where the MPs live in their constituency.
And know the issues and understand
and
the
know
issue.
the issues.
And
They don't just
feel
come
the
there.
pain of the people.
Yes, they don't just come there like celebrities.
Anyway.
They must understand the plight of the people. The people must recognize them in the supermarket and in the market.
Yes.
If you have one.
And if you're not from there, move into the community, go live amongst the people.
Yes, man. You must know the people. I could have looked and seen Neddy Pete trying to navigate that water. And know we're talking about former councillor Neddy Pete, a man of stature in Western Portland.
Yes. Well, Comrade Campbell, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on fighting for the people. And ultimately, the people will fight for you.
Thank you so much for having me. Look like your program is the only program on Conrad O'Brien 93 News Talk FM.
And you know what I want to say this morning? I saw Gilly post it that we need to call on the Prime Minister to send the army to, at a minimum, put a footbridge somewhere that the people of Craigmill, that when it rains, at least they can cross by foot. So this morning, in collaboration with Comrade Doreen Campbell, we are calling on the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Minister of Defense, to send the army into Buffby at that Craigmill Bridge to within 48 to 72 hours, put a footbridge in place for the people of Craigmill to have access in and out of their community whenever time it rains. Urgent call to the Prime Minister, Minister of Defense. The army can build a bridge or put something in place within 48 to 72 hours.
But what happened, Comrade Bell, to the days of Bailey Bridge?
Hold on, Doreen, don't move, hold on. Hello, morning.
Morning.
Yes, talk to me.
Morning, Mr. Bell. How go on?
Me there, man.
East Central there here,
East Central, where I say?
Yeah, man. I'd like to speak on the matter concerning generational lands.
Hold on, East Central. Yes, Doreen.
Yeah, what happened to the days of Bailey Bridge? I see them building the Troy Bridge. The Troy Bridge is being built at a cost of $230 million. What can really go so? So it's how much it's gonna take to build a bridge at Craigmill. And if you don't build that bridge, if you don't get $200 million to build that bridge at Craigmill, you're telling me that the powerful member of parliament can rally his many.
Doreen?
Hello?
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize. Yes. You're telling me that the powerful member of parliament of West Portland cannot rally his many powerful friends and influence that he has in the Jamaica Labour Party and with the Prime Minister of Jamaica to bring the army down here and
put in
ease the plight of these people. I mean, seriously, Comrade Bell, ease the plight of these people.
No.
You don't care?
No.
You don't care? And we mean no.
Right now. Obi.
So Monday morning, what happened Monday morning? When the people them go out there and make them voices heard. What happened Tuesday morning? What happened if the people them go out there and decide say no more movement in Western Portland until
Obi?
they get access to their community? What happened? What they're going to say these people are lawless? Heck no.
No, you see, we have to, Bob Marley say, it's reggae month, And Bob Marley say we must get up, stand up for your right.
Fight for your right.
Don't give up the fight. Because it cannot be that you have a community that when it rains, this is the operation. This is how you get home when it rains. This can't happen.
And you know, I saw a labor rights saying on my TikTok, who tell them to go live over there, so?
What kind of garbage? Doreen, don't make me, I don't want to hear them the garbage there. So anywhere you have to go over a bridge to go your yard, you know, if you live there.
But you come to Portland West, come see all the bridges. Let me just make Jamaica understand. Every single bridge that is in West Portland is in decay. Every single road network is in trouble. Every single community have a water issue. Portland have the most rainfall, but there's no water in their pipe. Most rainfall, no water in their pipe. Them can't turn on, them still have to go a river, them still have to push bamboo in the wall, in the hill. And that's
water.
where them get the water from. If you go up to Fruitful Vale side and head up to Dumfries, you will see what I'm talking about. People on the roadside washing. Same way in Western Portland, because some people call it one certain name about land. Me not have no attachment to nobody call this place nobody's land.
Listen this, Doreen. And I want the people to hear this. Listen this.
I support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather. I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
I play that to say to the people of West Portland, the next term that they're talking about is not for you. And if you miss it, listen who the next term is for. Listen this again. Listen this.
My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
Him never say our children. Him never say your children. Him say my children and my grandchildren. Take sleep, mark that.
Absolutely.
Take sleep, mark that. Doreen, thank you very much. We talk again next week. We're keeping the fire burning. We're not ease up. Bless you.
Thank you so much.
All right. One love. Comrade Doreen Campbell out of Western Portland talking about the situation down there in West Portland. East Central, you saw the situation?
Say it again, please. Morning to your listeners, man.
I don't know if you just called to talk or you're watching the show. What you want? What you say you want? You were listening to Doreen Campbell?
I was tuning before to the first lady who was speaking on the farming.
Oh, you were listening to Miranda?
Yeah, I was speaking on the farming.
All right, talk to me.
So here, I know that you had a program that you had a platform to endorse and make people call from any angle of the side.
Yes.
So today I wanted to speak on generational lands. And I wanted to look at it against the background of the new social housing program. And I also wanted to look at it against caveat. So when we speak about generational lands, we speak about lands that are passed down to children, to grandchildren, to great-grandchildren. And the new social housing program now is there to relieve the burden of poor people who consider they are poor and want a house. But I have a difficulty in that that's put to the people because this generational land that has passed on, is it that then when the people then are going to acquire the house, they didn't get legal consultation if they should accept the house under the condition or not?
I don't understand what Desmond McKenzie was saying East Central. Because Desmond McKenzie said that the indigent houses, if the person die, remains the position of the municipal corporation. So just like the question you're asking, isn't it that these people have to provide land title to get these houses? And when you get the house, if it is your land, how is it that the municipal corporation can give it to anybody else? I don't understand that.
So I was saying to say this generational land is for family. And if it is that they didn't have the legal knowledge in terms of taking the house, because when we talk about caveat, we talk about caveat that water commission, you had take out the property on a water bill and you had run up the bill. Mm-hmm. So water commission had a caveat tied to the property. So you can't sell the house without water commission getting its compensation. So
essentially have a whole lot of noise in your background, man. Essential have to.
So,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was saying to general terms, is it that when somebody lodges a caveat, so in terms of the new social housing program, there's a caveat lodged against the people property because you can't sell the property.
Yeah, man, we listen to your essential.
Is it a caveat lodged against the people property because they can't sell the property without?
We don't know. And those are the things that we need to find out. But then the Prime Minister come out now and I say people are spread propaganda like Desmond McKenzie say where him say why everybody jump on this.
But when we speak about, because I see generational land, I live on generational land, and if one of my brothers should be able to acquire a house under the new social housing program, is it that the new family that come and live in my house or at my house?
Essentially, noise in your background making me unable to really hear you clearly.
I think I'm more comfortable, I know.
It's not comfortable, it's the noise in your background.
All right, I get my better now?
Yes.
Yeah, man. Some of they wonder say, if there was a caveat, if the small people, they might not know the word caveat. Caveat is when you can't sell the property without seeing the outstanding balance on the property.
Caveat is not just about can't selling the property. Caveat is also about what you can do with a property. So caveat don't just mean you can't sell the property without whatever. You have caveat on some property where you can't build a church there. You can't build a nightclub there because of the caveat on the property. So it's a different thing the caveat mean.
So these houses now, as they get it, there's a caveat on the property then. You can't do what you want to do it again.
We need to find that out. We don't know if that is so because Desmond McKenzie said one thing and now the Prime Minister is saying another thing. So we're listening to an administration that they're not seeing eye to eye on things.
Because these important questions. So for people to get the new social housing program, they have to return an attorney at law to explain the details of it before they go into the agreement then.
Well, I would want to think so. But one of the things that could help is clarity from the government, but then you don't know who to believe because Desmond McKenzie say one thing, who is the Minister of Local Government, and then the Prime Minister, who is the ultimate, when him say the ultimate what again?
He's the head of government.
He is the chief servant. We don't know which one to believe. We can't understand it. But essential, a whole heap of things need to be clarified. I could talk again here.
All right, thanks very much.
Yeah, man. 804-7072. Hello, good morning.
Thank you.
All right, so that's essential. Phone lines are open, 804-7072. Now, my people, there was a press conference on Thursday. There was a press conference on Thursday. And I am so disappointed in Marlon Morgan. But let me tell you something, people. What is happening is that the GLP, they are clutching at thin hair. They're grabbing on to anything that is possible. And I want to listen to this.
Well, bear in mind, listeners, we are not substantiating, nor are we authenticating any of the contents of what you heard a moment ago. These matters, as far as we understand, are now subject to investigations by at least 2 different bodies. Each body has the wherewithal to collect all information available and to look at the authenticity of the source information and to give us a good view as to the complete accuracy of what has just been put out. So we ask you to take that within the context that no conclusions are to be drawn. Certainly we do not ask you to use what you just heard as basis for drawing any conclusions, because as far as we know, all of these matters are subject to investigations. This is the hotline we're open.
Start. All right, so that is what Emily Shields said after the press conference. You understand? That is what RJR 94 FM put out after the press conference, that they're not substantiating anything that Marlon Morgan and him crony them say. Because I hear Marlon Morgan calling for the Auditor General to audit all parish councils under PNP leadership. But Marlon Morgan need to remember that the Auditor General put out a report 2022-2023, I think it was in February 2024, that said she can't substantiate the financial statements of some of the parish council. And one of them I want to bring to Marlon Morgan attention is the Portland Parish Council. She says she can't substantiate the financial statements of the Portland Parish Council. The St. Thomas Parish Council was apartheid too. So I don't understand how you're cherry picking Marlon Morgan. Which one of the parish council you want the Auditor General to audit? And how now we're not giving credit to the Auditor General? And when the Auditor General put out a performance report on the new social housing project, the Prime Minister disrespect her. You can't brother. You can't do that. I also sent a WhatsApp message to Marlon Morgan. Let me take the call.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, man. You remember this story in the Bible about the sower of Gabriel?
when God changed them language, make everybody start talking.
Yeah, man, they were confused.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go on the JLP.
Where you say them confused?
Then if one man come out and say one next thing and the next man say another, that means they clear and understand the one and the other.
And then the Prime Minister want to blame other people.
You know what I say? They are confused because you come out with all of the things that were happening. You have somebody who do investigation and we pay millions of dollars a year time to do investigation and do all kind of things on the behalf of the country.
Yes.
And when them do it, you rubbish it and you cuss them.
Yes.
But a normal little man cannot smoke with a little utterance. And they expect the whole Jamaica to investigate and do that. But the body where you pay millions of dollars to do that work, when they do the report, you say them a liar, them a this, them a this and all kind of things. So what is wrong?
But you're the problem, caller. You're the problem. We heard the voice note with the Comrade Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. But we don't know the context of the conversation.
Simple, because you want to talk about a tune, you know, you one side of the story, right, you one right here.
Because the money could be PNP money.
So, not even that, it could have made nothing to do with them, kind of argument, you know, if you take a clip and fly, see.
So I sent a message to Marlon Morgan. I said, send me the messages or the screenshot that you have of the discussion with Lawrence Rowe and Dayton Campbell. Boy, appear go round him or go round. Because I sent him, hold on, I sent him 2 messages. Him respond to one. And the one about the voice message, about the messages, the WhatsApp messages, him no respond to that. So I sent him an emoji with a fist double and a finger pointing up. Your background noisy, bad brother. And a finger pointing up on that message. And him send me back a message, say wrong emoji party. Him now respond to that question because I am saying to the people of Jamaica, we need to see the message that Dayton Campbell was responding to. We want to see that message.
You remember the same thing with Miss Jackson and in a parliament when they meet with someone, they meet one with the chair, how he start playing over PMP and do the same thing. I remember when him come out and place on one side the message and when Mr. Brown ball and then come out the message, you have nothing to do with what they are talking about.
Exactly. That's my point,
so
brother.
Same thing. Look what the Prime Minister come on and said now. Last year or year before last year, said Jamaica is such a position that them are laying other country money. You remember that statement there?
That.
See?
My brother.
And in 2023, when you go up on the stats, you know, and 970 million Bank of Jamaica put in at the foreign exchange to keep it to 156, 158.
But you know, this week alone,
nearly $1 billion, you know.
But this week alone was 90 million
90.
US.
And the man come out every day to you say, oh, then bar and then this and then that. This man, what did this man?
But him come out this week and said the economy is fit, while the economy is going in recession, heading into a recession.
But, and when you talk, everybody are fight against him and you can not tell life on him.
My brother, we hear what go on and we are listening.
Man, look, the man going on the JUTC, but the man a commission and 100 JUTC man say a brand new bus there. And by the time the man walk and go in a one bus, the man say this refurbished bus look good. Whenever we can get the next 10 years out of it. You see a man, you know, minutes after, you know, think confused.
I don't remember that one day. I don't remember that one day, my brother. I don't remember that one day.
Yeah, it's same. You go back and search the clip there when the commission in the 100 JUTC bus. After having big speech and cut ribbon, and then he go in a one bus and walk and stop, and that the man say, go back and look at the clip and play, make some people see it again.
All right, my brother. Enough respect.
Thank you.
Yes, man. One love. 804-7072. You can call me straight. You can call me upon WhatsApp. My people, serious times we are in. I've been talking to you all about food security and telling you what the problem. And I don't remember if you don't remember. I don't know if you don't remember when Justice Panton said that it looked like when the man them drink the water in the parliament, something go wrong with them. Dean Jackson Miller asked the director of public prosecution about Usain Bolt money. I don't know much I want to hear it. Listen this.
For breach of any of the environmental legislation will be taken over and prosecuted by a senior officer of the office of the DPP.
Well, let
me move on to something else because last year.
All right, let me take the call and then we'll come back to it. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Colin, morning.
Welcome to the show, sir.
Yeah, man, thanks. Me have to just call and say, last week, I like how you deal with Marlon Morgan, you know. You put him in place once and for all. You need to stand up to him and make him stop ride rough shot over you. And I spew him live. No, Mr. Say I count time, I'm like that. I love that.
We give them some time to talk because he called the show last week. He wasn't really a guest. And one of the things that I did last week, I gave him too much time. But, you know, sometimes...
Exactly. That's the only thing I found with it.
Sometimes you have to give some people rope for hang themselves.
to find out when I'm good. You're right.
Because,
You're probably right
because
too.
you can fool some people sometime, but you cannot
can't
fool
fool
all the
everybody
people
all
all
the
the time. And here what happened now. Marlon Morgan, Andrew Holness, Desmond McKenzie, and all of them over there, they are analog politicians. And they are operating in this digital age. And what is happening is that them lies are catch up on them because every Jew and Jean, hallelujah, and every Jew and Jean can find it. So when them spew them lies, a man just goes a boom boom and type it in and say, yo, what about this? And play it back. This is the digital age. Analog politician must go down now.
Yeah, for real. Them have conflict of arguments. The narratives that them have put out conflict with each other.
So when
one man has said, boy,
go ahead,
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, one man has said this about the land and you know own it, and then the prime minister himself has said, no, stop spread rumor. But I'm own representative come out and put out the argument.
Is Desmond McKenzie
so when
say so?
Call him one side and say we need to sing off of the same song sheet, but it just shows say them conflicted and them full of lies, funny.
Michael Mandley of blessed memory did say labor right Lion Mondays, the Lion Tuesdays, the Lion Wednesdays, the Lion Thursdays, the Lion Fridays, the Lion Saturdays, and so help me God, the Lion Sundays. So that is the problem, brother.
My son Sundays.
Truth is consistent. You hear?
Yeah,
truth is consistent, brother. So if you're not taught the truth,
you
have a problem.
Serious.
Yeah, man.
Seriously. Me not traffic. Me don't say that give my 2 cents still.
Yes,
give a quick.
One love.
All right, honor, respect.
804-7072. You have to dial 876-804-7072. Welcome to the show, bro.
Morning, my brother. Morning.
Wagwan.
You know, we just come from up at your base.
Hallelujah.
But it's going, man. You have now. We have a little bit of thing with a little bit different because although we're hot in the conversation of the politics.
Right.
But we have a concern.
Talk to me.
How legal is marijuana smoking?
Marijuana has been decriminalized, right? So you can have 2 ounces. However, one of the things that a lot of people is forgetting that smoking in public, not just marijuana, any smoke in public is illegal.
All right. Because, it's just a situation.
Hello?
Taxi driver drive up a carrying passenger and he stop at the gas station and have a smoking nose and mouth while the passenger them sit down in there quite comfortable. I drive my driving up.
No. Well,
what should the cops go about that?
Maybe him just have the spliff in my mouth, maybe it no light.
In light, man. Miss you in light.
Well, that is
one light and light.
As I said to you, smoking, whether marijuana or tobacco, cigarette, smoking in public is illegal in Jamaica.
Wow. Well, we have all the laws to make this country run clean, and we're not exercising them.
We're not enforcing the laws. We don't enforce laws in Jamaica. So every day, the analog politicians want to put in new law instead of tightening enforcement.
Instead of enforcing the ones that are existing.
All right, my brother. That's the problem we have in Jamaica.
And then we have 2 guys now. We one passenger from Highgate to Gale. So say every morning she listen to her brethren. Because anyone I do taxi, she take. Your program load in our ears. One name Sian, one name Ashman.
Sienna Ashman in a St. Mary. Big up on herself.
They fly from Gale to to Geisel.
Gail to Geisel.
And
Big up on herself, man. Big up, big
Tiana
up.
Ashman, she said every morning she have to listen to you, whether she want to listen or not.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I hope they tune in on a Wednesday morning as well.
All right. I'll tell her to tell you.
All right, my brother. Enough respect.
All right.
Blessings.
Cool.
804-7072.
All right.
Turn off your instrument and just talk to me on your phone.
Right.
Yes, hello.
Yes, morning.
Yes, sir, morning.
Welcome to the show, Portland Spice TV.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. This is my first time calling out. Social media.
Don't make it be the last, though.
No, actually, I have to call you.
Talk to me.
Because I was listening to you talking to that representative from St. Elizabeth there.
Southeast St. Elizabeth, yes.
So yes,
Miranda,
I'm
Wellington.
from that area. Yes, I'm from that area. I live up here in the north. I live in New York.
Oh, okay, talk to me.
Yeah. But then let's first talk about that bridge. Is that happening as we speak now?
This bridge here was Thursday. This happened on
This
Thursday.
Thursday past year?
Thursday were just gone. So to the side, all right? Let me explain something to you. To the side where you saw, I am showing the video now. To the side where you saw that old bridge where the child was going on the side of it, a truck fell through that bridge earlier this year. So the bridge has been deteriorating and was closed off. This bridge, it was closed off in 2019 by the NWA. Not fit for use. So what they did, they built a fording in the river, down in the river. So you have to drive down into the river. So when there is rain and the river is in spate, the fording wash out. So people still, they move the debris that was before the bridge and still drive on the bridge. Now this truck laden with stone went on the bridge earlier this year and fell through. So that's why you see there's no flooring in the bridge now. It's a truck fell through there. Nothing has been done since, even though the MP candidate been calling out that, listen, whenever time the rain come, these people are going to be marooned. See the rain come now, they are marooned. Thursday gone, that happened.
But this is a breaking and headline news, and I'm a subscriber to TVJ. Even if I can't get to watch it, the current news, I would pull it up and watch it. And I've not seen anything.
As you heard,
nothing.
As you heard, the MP candidate says she don't know why them are cover up things in our West Portland. The things in West Portland have not been highlighted because this MP is so powerful and so feared. So a lot of people are afraid to carry the things from West Portland, but we no fear no guy. No time.
No, but there's no country can run like this.
Hell
This is about
no.
the people. This is not about whoever might be want them to be covering us. This is about the people. Look at the people's life.
Exactly. You see children, two children I saw crossing the bridge on the side because they have to get home and it's raining.
No, I mean, it's not just
it
about
get
even
worse.
port.
It get worse. If you go,
Yes.
you have TikTok,
Of course, yes.
Campbell
Yes.
2025.
Yeah,
on
I
TikTok.
got it. I got that information too.
When you go on it, you will see the river more in spate and they have a rope crossway there and people are holding on the rope to go cross. It is dangerous, my brother. Dangerous.
No, but that's what I'm saying about the people. It's not about whoever want to say this and saying that. It's about the news cannot be biased. The news have to report what is taking place in the island.
And then
the news have to be out there.
Yes.
The news have to be credible.
Exactly.
The news have to be the mouthpiece of the people to highlight to show the people what is taking place around them.
We are supposed to be
People
the
lives
fourth
are in
estate.
danger.
Yes. So
so I don't understand really what's going on with them.
me neither. We're trying to find out.
And as we move along, as I heard she was talking about that's the from Southeast now.
Yeah, Miranda.
About
Miranda.
yes, Miranda. The market. You don't need a competitive market here. The market is more. Let me tell you something. All you need is just to get this stuff out of Jamaica. I don't know What's really going on with exporting in Jamaica? Why they can't get stuff out of the country? There's a problem or something?
We're doing a little export, but we're not doing enough. Because
actually the little is just a little drop, a little trickle.
But
in
listen,
the
one of the problems that export needs is consistency. Because if you go and tie down a market overseas, you have to be able to supply that market consistently. You can't give them this month and next month you don't have none. They're going to look it somewhere else.
That's the big problem right there.
Right.
That's the exact big problem. Because right now, when you go in the market to buy a piece of yam, because it's very little. You can get your hand on. No mangoes, completely nothing, zero. And if you have mango coming into this part of the world here, it would not make it into the store.
Especially Jamaican mango.
They would have to be selling them. No, that's what I'm talking about. Jamaican. They have it from other places. I should clarify that they have it from all over, but it sits in the store, not moving. Nobody buying it. You would not feed them with your pigs with those kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They have no use. Yes. And but our mangoes now you can't get them in. What's the problem? I heard that the minister said you should go and plant mango to export. So what happened to those that there now?
Jamaican mango is in demand, but even though you see it, brother, we don't have enough because we are not producing. And that's why, yes, we need to go plant mango. We need to plant breadfruit. We need to plant ackee.
But in the meantime, use what you have here.
What we have is not enough, my brother. It is not enough.
But it's they're falling and fading, and nobody wants it when it comes around during the season.
We don't even have enough to really make juice to do the value added. Yeah. So we have to get serious as a people, bro. We have to get serious.
Yesterday I went to I bought a we call it avocado back here, but we call it pear back here.
Yeah.
And I make sure I told him that listen, when I get to my when I cut this is no good, I'm going to bring it right back. And that's exactly what happened, because when you cut those stuff, they're black inside because they pick them young, and they and the way they grow them with all these chemical and pesticide.
Yeah.
And it's not because it's young of such, but it's because the way they've been grown, they grow them with all these chemicals. So if they pick them young while they grow them like that, they're not gonna have any use.
True.
And when you look at the thing, it was so black. I have to just take it right back, and that little pear cost like $3, sometimes $4, $5.
Jamaican food is the best.
And they're no good. If it was good, we don't complain. Matter of fact, you'll be hearing I'm talking about it, but it's not good. And we have this, but not only that, other people been using our brand to be selling their stuff.
Oh yes.
So when you look at the thing you're buying in the supermarket or in the market, it has this beautiful label over it. But when you look at it closely, it says manufactured in Italy, Brazil, all over the world.
Yeah.
Coming from all over. So it has nothing to do with Jamaica.
We have to step up production in Jamaica, brother. We have to step up production.
But
too much idle lands here.
But all of those things, why we have all the land just lying across the country and not being used? Citrus is dead.
Oh yes.
Sugar is dead.
Oh yes.
Coffee is on life support.
We are killing coffee. It was a disease that killed citrus. But we are killing coffee. We kill sugar. But my brother, we talk again. Let me take another call.
Yeah, man, no problem.
Blessings. 804-7072. Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. I listened to your program a while.
Thank you.
And the topic in agricultural. Now, one of the things that we see, we don't have enough people to police the predator last name. When a farmer go out and farmer raise goat, we have too much people trying to reap from us, the farmer.
Yeah.
And Even if you report it at the police station, them not have enough people to really deal with the agricultural watering system.
But that shows that we're
So
not
some-
serious about agriculture, my brethren, because my view on the whole matter is that once you are a farmer and you are farming above a certain level, you should be able to get a firearm to protect your property and your life.
Well, it's not only getting the firearm is one thing, but we need another section, another branch from the security force. Only deal with agricultural, not on a small scale. We need like about 2,000 people start out with that, just dealing with agricultural watering, such as for them job is not to deal with traffic or murder.
Yeah.
Them to just deal with the agricultural system.
Well, I think they have that, but maybe a one police per station. I think they have.
No, man.
I think them have some people, some police will deal with pre-dia last, but I don't think it's enough.
Well, that is what I say. We need to beef up that. Because if me I go come Jamaica now, and me I go raise goat. Now, you go have more thief out there I try to really pry on my goat them when me I raise.
Yeah.
Now, if a man thief 10 goat from me this week, I may leave from Florida and come down and say, boy, I'm going to start this business, knowing that it's a good business. And me can't get no justification from no security system. It's going to make me think about me want to pack up.
That is true.
Not only for the goat. Now this food shortage are coming. Just imagine the amount of people who are afraid to even go report it. You go come now and you go spend $2 million and say you go raise chicken. But then with the shortage you come, you have a lot of people more. You have more thief than farmers right now, but there is no system in place
to defend
really
the farmers.
differ these people.
But that's why I say to you, Carla, that once you're a farmer over a certain level and you're a farmer, you're serious, the government should facilitate you, because even if you have a special branch of the police that deals with pre-dia last, them can't steer your farm. You must be able. You must be able to defend your farm. And if a guy know that when him come on your farm and you see him, you're going to be able to knock him, that will make a man think twice about coming on your farm, because really, you don't want the police to catch the man when him thief. You know that you want. You want not to be robbed. So you prefer prevention.
Yes, but put it into that situation where we don't want to kill nobody really, honestly. That is not the...
But when a man thief 50 goat from you, I kill him,
Well, that's true. But
what I'm saying, what may I say to you though, is that we don't want to kill nobody for true. But if a man knows say you are protected and you're strapped certain way, he would rather not come by you. So that is the prevention what we're looking for. We prefer to prevent them coming.
We want a prevention system like when you see transport authority out there.
Yeah.
And taximan know say them there at a certain place.
Yeah.
Them have to ride on the road.
Yes.
We want a system like that to put a fear in the thief. To say, hey, you can't thief, because they catch up on the road. Many a times the truck them want to transport the thing, them go to market. There's no accountability on the food them where it's starting and you sell it to a man. No accountability no there.
Roger Clark did bring in the receipt system. I don't know how well it worked, but I don't think them continuing with it. I'm not sure about that. But we need to protect our farmers, my brother. Food security is key.
Yes, so therefore you're going to need a system just like our transport authority out there check food. Transport. You need a system in place to say, well, all right, then we're going to draw down now.
Yes.
And we're going to see receipt.
Yeah.
Search
every
so
truck.
It don't drive a fear.
Yeah.
Yes, it don't drive a fear in people to say, no, them serious,
And,
so
and
why
then,
nobody can you think come sell me,
And then these police would have patrol the farm areas more.
That's what I try to say to you, my brother, because I'm going to leave from Florida now and come in. And I'm going to say, boy, I'm going to raise goat because I have the land to deal with it.
Yeah.
But no system no did it to help me. I have to go defend myself and I get a group of man who have to work with me.
Yes.
Now, next thing, I St. Thomas here, no far from Duckensfield. Me try to get the tractor where Pernell Charles when he was Ministry of Agriculture.
Yeah.
Them say then get 2 tractor. You know, say, no, if I didn't get the tractor, me can't get a use of the tractor.
You can't get
1 acre land.
You labor rights?
No, man. Me a Jamaican. What you talk about labor rights?
You have to show your green. When me talk about victimization, it's not just PNP them victimize. If them don't know you are, you don't get certain help either.
But the point where me I try to say me is a Jamaican.
Me know. Me say the same thing too. But I have been victimized by this government. Victimized.
You know what me ask again, Mr. Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Now the farmers here in Florida, they get protected by the Farm Bureau.
Yes.
Florida Farm Bureau.
Yes.
Now you get tax break.
Yes.
If you are a farmer, right? Doesn't matter what you're doing. Now, what benefit in taxation does you get? For an example, if you have 50-acre land or if you have 5-acre land in Florida, I have 2 horse or 4 cow, 2 cow, sheep, goat. You register to get, suppose your taxes was $5,000 for the year for the 5-acre.
Yeah.
You might only pay $300 for taxes based on it registered as a farm.
Well, I've been telling Jamaicans that all developed countries subsidize their farmers.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Me live in Florida. I watch your program all the while.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, so these people, they're not serious with all them talk. They're not serious with agricultural.
No, they're not. This government is not serious about agriculture. And I bring back people to Nigel Clark. I have never heard Nigel Clark in any one of his budget presentation really talk about agriculture. But make we talk again, my brother.
Well, all right, my brother, I left somebody, but more than like, we can know, well, boy, hey, the system put in place where we can get use of the tractor.
Yes,
if
sir.
If it's even to plow 1 acre of the land,
all right,
we can say, well, all right, I'm going to put in some ginger.
Big up yourself.
You know me?
Hello, good morning, 804-7072. Thanks for calling.
Hey, morning, Colin.
Yeah, man, what going?
First, me I get through, man. Look, I'm a quick on the draw. I find a way to get on.
Yeah, man, talk to me.
Look when you try to break up. Colin, we want to talk about the Mocha statement released yesterday.
Yeah, I saw it. I don't know if it's a real statement from Mocha, but I saw it.
I saw it on the Instagram page, Mocha Instagram page. It look like an official page today.
Okay, that's Mocha Instagram.
If you go on Instagram, you'll find it. Mocha
I saw the release. But the truth is, we have not heard anything from Mocha or any agencies saying that they are investigating. And what I can tell you from my PNP connection, we don't know of any investigation in what Marlon Morgan and him cronies them are talking about. We don't know of it.
Yeah, but from my angle, I was listening to the JLPFM presenter yesterday morning, George Davis.
Yes.
And he was saying he spoke with a member from Mocha. And from his argument, it was like he was at war with somebody from Gleaner, because Gleaner put out a report in the morning that there was no current investigation from Mocha. So you see, there's a battle in the media going on now.
You see, but Carla, let me just say this to my listeners and viewers. If the GLP were confident about what they were saying, they would have allowed the investigators to first put out a statement that they are investigating. What is happening is that GLP ship is sinking and they're crying out for help. And nobody's looking at them. My information is that they paid all the media houses. It is alleged that they paid all the media houses to come to that press conference. And hence you heard Emily Shields at the end of the press conference saying the RGR group, they are not substantiating anything that was said in that press conference. Have you ever heard that before after a press conference?
Yes, I already played that this morning. But my concern is that I think I should just stop listening to these traditional media then, because clearly there is some fight between them.
I don't know if that GLP FM is really a traditional station or it is a GLP mouthpiece. You see, like how me come and me telling us straight up that I am a member of the People's National Party And most of my program really is geared towards Portland and Portland looking good, but also I talk about whatever PNP is doing good. Yeah?
Yes.
I mean telling you the truth that we there. Them come and behave like said them not have no alignment. And that is my problem with people like those. If you have an alignment, your alignment must be made clear to the people. If you are high, like me have a brethren named DP, we behave like him and a labor right, and the biggest is a DP are more labor right than Andrew Holness. But him behave like him neutral. I'm tell him all the while, DP, that's my only problem with you. Speak the truth. Just say you're labor right and you defend your party and me and you're good. Like how me say me a PNP and me a defend my party.
Yes.
But me not tell no lie for PNP. If me have got tell a lie for PNP, me not talk about it. I me not tell no lie.
Yeah.
Because I want my program to be credible. So me not tell
lie. It's not tabloid. And
no, I'm going to tell people me not say me balance. Me not say me balance.
Yes.
What I claim is truth. Truth. That's what me claim.
Yes.
Not balance. Truth.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
But JLPFM, what I know, and I think you're a journalist, so I can understand. But clearly they have persons, and we know them. I don't want to call their name here. We know that they have a person in the JCF who will leak information to them.
We come from them station, we're going at the JCF, and you have one we come from the station where in the Senate, and you have one we come from the station where I think that the Prime Minister's office, something like that.
Well, you're gone way ahead of me. You said everything I was going to say, so let someone else start. But find out that Mocha statement from me, because I think Judge Davis needs to come and apologize to the people.
All right, my brother. No,
because he was saying he spoke with someone from Mocha.
All right.
All right, Colin, cool.
Let me tell you something, people. I hear the GLP talking about corruption. And it scared me. And let me tell you why it scares me. People who are corrupt, them know corruption when them see it. Now, this GLP administration is the most corrupt administration ever in Jamaica. Hold on, caller. Let me just finish this statement here. This GLP administration is the most corrupt administration ever in Jamaica. No other GLP administration has been corrupt as this one. No other PNP administration has been corrupt as this present administration. So when you hear them start ball out, say them sick corruption, them know what corruption look like, them make corruption. So you have to sometime when them ball out, look back and say, wait, is there something there? But then when you listen to them with this present one, you realize they're not there. Talk to me, caller.
Yeah, my boss, morning, boy. I try call you last if you get a piece off a Marlon. Boy.
But him the same I come here this morning, but him a hide now. Me say him a hide. Me say him take off the beret and put on helmet and bulletproof vest and pad up all over the amount of liquor him a get.
Yeah. Boy, the man make it so like said the boy as I not make it so like him. You make it look like, say, everything where everybody have to say about this Prime Minister, yeah. It's like everybody against him Prime Minister, right? Everybody else wrong except the Prime Minister. But when I really want to ask him, more you take it back to the Western documents, right?
Yeah.
Where Keisha Princess said in the Western documents. Where Keisha Princess said in the Western documents.
On the first...
And I have my... Listen.
Let me tell you what she said. On the first and the second count, we found enough to charge the Prime Minister. However, because of the passage of time, we will not lay charges.
Not only that, she said that it would have been seen too political. Well, I don't know what she mean by that. Because she's in the business. Yeah, man, she's in the business of prosecuting politicians. Right. So I don't understand what she mean by would have been seen so political. But I have my views on Keisha Prince, but that is for another discussion.
But could it be hold on a little bit. Could it be because of that finding or that result why Kevin Stevenson did not choose to refer
that
the
is
last
exactly
report?
my point. That That is my suspicion. That is the reason why them never take it to her.
That is
because
my suspicion
each and
too, brother.
every time them send it to her, yes, each and every time them send it to her, she have some sort of excuse.
Because if you are going to say, if you are going to put in your response that you found enough to charge the prime minister, but because of the passage of time, why you not make the court decide that? That is what the court must decide now.
Yeah. So what me want Mr. Morgan to know is that his prime minister is a walking free man and has not been charged only because of the passage of time.
Hold on. Guilt, not found guilty or not been charged don't mean you're innocent.
That may I say?
Talk to me, brother.
But that's the only reason why.
Yes.
That is the only reason why. Because of the passage of time. So this man is not innocent. You understand?
But
because
the problem that I have
the matter was said before a court. And being trashed out in front of a court. No.
Here's the problem I have with that, because there is no statute of limitation on those charges. So she should have got a court. But
listen, this is the genesis. This begins with Keisha Prince.
Yes.
All of this what we're in right now is because of Keisha Prince.
Yes.
She should have charged him.
She should
have.
All
right, how is it that the IC in the latest report can find evidence that this money and wire transfer money from him parents' account to Feme personal account, and yet you gotta say you can't prove it. You can't prove that him have control of the account.
Hold on there, brother. Hold on there. 804-7072. Morning.
Shaka morning.
Wagwan.
For sure, for a morning, but me just a reach home, you know?
Talk to me.
Yeah. Tell me something. This brother here, Marlon Morgan, I mean, where him really depend?
He's paid by the Jamaica Labour Party. You know, he's a part of the communication team, so you can't expect nothing better from him.
So let me ask you something. So, I mean, whichever side in government, you always have a person in charge of information. You have an information minister.
He's not information minister. He's not.
No, I know that, but me I say why we have an information minister and then have this task force thing? Who pay for it?
Hold on, no. The GLP operates different from the government. Have you understand that? When a party is in government, it is no longer recognized because the Parliament of Jamaica don't recognize political parties. Okay?
Okay.
So what happened is that each political party, when they are in government, the party operates as a separate arm outside of government. So Marlon Morgan is a part of the GLP communication task force. Because he's still...
Well, may I tell you, Shaka, every time me this brother what me more, it upset me. Because I say, me remember talk about Dayton Campbell for resign. Dayton Campbell give them a kid, man, because they realize the man a powerhouse, you know.
Then on the whip, hold on, then if your mother cut a whip, and when your mother beat you with that whip, he cut you up and you can't find that whip to fling you away, you're not going to fling you away.
Dayton Campbell have them for them 2 points in a man, because they realize this man is
No. That's not true. Dayton Campbell have them on them back, pitch over. When you're there your 2 point, you're sprint, brother. They're not sprinting. Dayton Campbell have them pitch over in one gutter, pan them back and water, good on in their nose. That's why they're crying out.
The man was talking about Dayton Campbell for a distraction. Them are try using, you know, because they realize that the people left them, you know. The people left them, you know, I tell you, no matter what them say or what them try to cook up, them now no come back. Them done good, man.
Listen, this administration has destroyed a solid economic platform given to them in 2016. They have destroyed the economy, and remember they were bragging that the economy was doing well. And now everybody's understanding what is happening to the economy. The economy is going into a recession. And as I said, it's digital age, so people are learning and understanding what is happening. And therefore, the lies and innuendos and the narrative the control of the narrative is no longer with them. People are learning. Tom junk, but Tom no fool. We have more educated people now than before.
Them can't come back and trick the people and with no facade, with no Clark's boat and no dub plate again like what they're doing at 2020. They realize that play out that can't work again, you know, so anything to try to distract the people, and because the real issue them, because when the Prime Minister call out the Auditor General and I try a while out. No, at the same Auditor General.
Yeah.
At the same Auditor General, them a call back for now about must investigate the municipality.
And at the same Integrity Commission, them expect to investigate as well. Now, these people are closer to what you call a dictatorship than anything else. And I am warning Jamaica that another term of the GLP will see Jamaica going into a dictatorship. Mark my word.
How much money Jamaica pay for use the Panama Canal per year? You have any idea?
I don't know how much Jamaica pay to use it. Jamaica don't pay. It's the ships that go through pays. So I don't think Jamaica have no ship going through the Panama Canal. DP, if you want to call me, man, 804-7072. Call me upon that number. And we can talk. Okay. So I don't know. I don't think Jamaica itself as a country pay. I don't think United States pays either. It's the ships that pay, but then because of the cost that the ships pay will come to you, the consumer.
Okay. So Shaka, this controversy now with the
Hello? We lost the caller? Look like we lost that caller. 804-7072. That's the number to call. We're live this morning. Portland Spice TV. Yes, man. We're past 11 o'clock. Morning. DP.
Yo.
Talk to me.
Last week on 50 time in answer, so no, I say.
But you never call me upon that number, yeah. But see, when you call me, I'm tell you, say, call me upon this number, yeah.
Let me show you the proof. I sent it to you last week, 50 time I call it from all and the day and me.
On the 804?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
all other people call and
never deep, you know, say, me see your call me answer you. You know that.
Yeah, that's straight.
Talk to me.
So I could deal with the elephant in the room first.
Which one?
You would say the only problem you have with me is that me don't tell us me is a laborer.
No, right? Not that you don't tell me, you don't admit it.
So admit it to who?
Publicly.
So why me need to admit that I'm a laborite or a PMP? Why? What is the relevance of that?
The relevance is the ethics of journalism. If you are a broadcaster and you're out there broadcasting, dealing with the category of politics. If you're dealing with politics, you should declare your alignment. If you don't have none, fine. But if you do, you should declare it. That's ethics in journalism.
When you have people like you who are determining what people need to do, I think that is wrong. First and foremost, let me publicly declare, I have never been a member of no political party. Have I voted for a political party? Yes, I have. So you're asking me to do something that I'm not because I'm not a member of the JLP or the PNP.
Are you
so you're saying,
hold on, let me ask you a question.
Hold on, man. This is years I keep on saying the same thing. I'm not being paid, sponsored by no party. Neither am I affiliated in any way. I've never been to a JLP meeting.
Let me ask you a question.
My name not no, hold on, brother. Let me talk. You call my name, so that's why I'm asking you. I have nothing to prove that I am a laborite. So why SHACKA fame choose to every time you repeat it and not care what argument I put to you because I'm putting facts, which you not like hear that. Go ahead and answer the question now.
Are you a GLP activist?
No, I'm not an activist.
You're not an activist. Are you a GLP supporter?
You are activist.
No, man, I am more than an activist, man. I am an administrator of the People's National Party. I am more than activist, brother.
See, me not even know what that means. So you're on a payroll.
No, I have never been paid by the People's National Party. Never got paid. No.
Okay. So this is what I'm saying. And people, Jamaicans especially do this. When they live a certain lifestyle and do certain things, they try to bring up everybody to say, you are what I am. I'm not an activist.
So you're not, are you a supporter? Are you a supporter of the, Jamaica Labour Party?
No, I'm not a supporter of the JLP either.
All right, fine. So the listeners and the viewers will determine that. Let's move on to something else if you want to talk about
no, but that
else.
is what I'm saying. It's not the first. You have been saying this. You said, come over. You used to say it secretly. Now you're publicly. And I feel like you're setting me up.
No, that's my opinion that you're a labor right activist. And you're a labor right blogger.
It's wrong. And I think it's wrong. Because now people are going to hate me just because so one of your faithful listeners and supporter come tell me to suck my mother from my page.
No, that's not good.
I'm not going to call the name.
No, but
me can screenshot it and send it
But DP, you know, so me not do that kind of politics there. You know me not do that kind of politics.
Saying, Colin, when you do stuff like, if you disagree with what me say, just like when me hear say, countless time even what me think. When people are run me off your channel, they say, no, attack him argument, don't attack him.
Exactly.
So me now say you do that. But I am saying, when you publicly now say, DP, the only problem I have with him is that he is a labourite, I'm a labourite more than even the Prime Minister, but he not admit it.
That's my opinion.
That is setting me up. That is what I'm saying. And it's unfair and wrong, and you should stop it.
I hear you, my boss. So, me now have an opinion to say.
Like, I don't have a problem even if you say, when DP talk, it's in favor of, in my opinion, it's in favor of the JLP. That is totally different.
All right.
It's just like you play Emily a while ago.
All right, so suppose me
say,
say,
this have never happened.
Suppose me say, in my opinion, DP is a JLP activist. Is that all right?
That is different too. Because when you say that, you have some people now in a sense, and when you say DP is that or DP, it's just like what happened, your caller just talk a while ago. He's how we know that if the Prime Minister was indeed charged, them still gonna throw it out in a court and say no make no sense. He's saying he's walking around guilty.
What we are saying, based on what the Director of Corruption Prosecution did, we believe that she should have gone ahead and press the charges.
I understand that's your belief, but
right.
I am saying she not just come up and do what she feel to do. You think there's no precedent, or because it paints in the narrative or uno have to say
but
she a labor right
no, hold on, DP. Let me tell you something. For me, if I am looking at it politically, because as you rightfully say, it could have gone to court and it could have even got to trial and he was found not guilty. It could have gone to court and it was thrown out. If we are looking at politics, what was left was worse for the Prime Minister, because we are now saying, as a statement of fact, the Director of Corruption Prosecution in her ruling said she found enough evidence for a prima facie case to charge the Prime Minister. That's what she said. So when Almal and Morgan come now, hold on a little bit, let me just finish. Let me finish this. So when Almal and Morgan come now and say that in the last report, them never sent it to the Director of Corruption Prosecution, putting so much respect at the Director of Corruption Prosecution, that first finding is damning. Go ahead.
That is your opinion. I ask a question. If you think that, what's the lady name? I have my opinion about her, but that I can't take her. What's her name?
Which lady? Prince Kamika?
Yeah. So this is the narrative which maybe you now admit it on your show, but me see it on X and all about.
No,
her.
but me hold on,
DP.
Me always remind you though that when you're talking to me, because me discuss politics different, and you know that. So me always remind you that when you're talking to me, don't use that. Don't use that general. Charge me for what me say.
No, but what I'm saying is you have hinted at it. You agree with the caller a while ago when him say him have thing and you start say some other stuff and him say, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. So I am charging you for exactly what I'm accusing you of.
Go ahead and charge me.
Una paid the lady as this, she's defending and battling for the private. I did ask a question. She don't have the right to do what she did do. She said, no, she's not putting it forward. She don't have the right.
Of course she have that right. That's why she did it.
Okay. So the problem I have with the PMP is uno have this flip-flop thing where when it's convenient to uno, let's go to court, and when it's not convenient, anybody else will go to court. And because them hide stuff, that's why them go to court. And because, or even if you go to court, uno not like what the thing, just like what happened on Clarendon. It is clear that as long as you have a sitting mayor, the whole thing about majority thing does not play in, come into thing. But now Sian's Barn, I'm still thinking about whether I should go to the court, yes or no. Four. Can a political party sue somebody?
No.
So what foolishness your party put out about the PMP is going to take whosoever to court to rubbish this rubbish? What sense
but you have
that's the report that was put out.
Yeah, man, but you have to understand it. That it would be an individual.
I understand PMP, brother. I mean, no drink no Kool-Aid.
So hold on. Let me back up a little bit. The same flip-flop issue that you have with the PNP, do you have that issue with the GLP? Do you think the GLP flip-flop?
No.
They don't flip-flop very well. Why? JLP no flip flop.
So, but no, but that's not the real.
Ed boy, I'm going to call you back.
You just said, you just said a while ago, no, the political party cannot. What was the press release after the eloquent presentation by Marlon Morgan? laying out facts based on reports. Oh, what was in the report from the PMP? You know, so the PMP have a sue.
Yeah, man.
Now that the report say.
Yes.
So who wrote that foolishness, Colin?
The party itself will not sue, but members of the party will sue people. So
I am saying to you, and this is why we have to have understanding, and this is why you blame me and for certain things. When I hear stuff like that, I have to call it out because it doesn't make sense. That means you're deceiving. And guess what is happening? You have people who see the post them, yes, sue them backside, yes, whatever, knowing that you cannot.
Did Dayton Campbell say that he was going to sue anybody who defame his character?
He did try to sue Vegas.
And did his lawyer write to Vegas?
I think so. I heard that Vegas even apologized.
All right. So, DP, let me ask you this. You said Marlon Morgan eloquently put forward his case in his presentation. You heard the voice note with Dayton Campbell.
I never said case. I said facts.
Right. Oh, facts.
Based on reports. That don't quickly quote me quote right.
All right.
Based on reports.
So you heard the voice note with Dayton Campbell. Did you?
I've heard it played several times. Is it Dayton voice or it's AI?
I don't know. I didn't hear Dayton say it is him, and I didn't hear him say it is not him. So let's. Hold on, man. May I ask you a question? Allow me to ask you a question, man. Have you seen the other rest of discussion around that voice note?
No, sir. Have you?
No. That's my concern. I sent Marlon Morgan a message. I think it was on Friday. I sent him 2 messages. He responded to one, but the request asking him to send me the written messages around that voice note has not been forthcoming. And therefore, unless we can see those messages to determine the context of that voice note from Dayton Campbell, it's rubbish. I'm not saying that they don't have it, Not saying they don't have it. But for me, until I see that.
I know you have educated people. I listen, Ed Boy and Gilly and all of them people. I'm going to do you exactly what Dian did Marlon the other evening. Dian was saying, I don't know if he was listening to it. It was a recorded interview. Dian was asking Marlon if the party had gone ahead to verify the allegation.
And what him say?
Even though it was published and you just a while ago tried to diminish Nationwide News Network, which now you're going to say me I work for them or me link to them, which I have no link. I've never met Cliff Hughes in person, whatever. People have been in that business over 20 years. You think that not worth nothing? The plan won't have to just smear everybody. So the report is that 2 agencies have started their investigation based on the allegation. That is what Marlon said. Up to now, Marlon no say Dayton is guilty of anything or whatever, Marlon is asking question, and when you just put to me a while ago, Shaka, nobody in them sensible mind. You are so close to your general secretary. You don't think it would have better if you ask Dayton, say, yo, tell me exactly, Dr. Dayton, tell me what going on in this, and asking Marlon, which you rightfully said a while ago, is he works for the Jamaica Labour Party. You're asking Marlon to come with evidence to whatever, and as long as he not do that, then it's foolishness. But I think it would be easy and it make more sense if you call Dayton right now on your show. You would get enough more viewers right now.
Let me ask you a question.
Disclose the conversation with him
and
Lawrence Rowe and put everything out here. Hold on, brother, I make the point.
No, man, but a rubbish point you make. Rubbish point you make. Let me school you. Let me school you.
Make sense, I'm gonna be rubbish to you.
No, but let me school you. Let me school you. If you
money in conversation, there was no money, no conversation with Lawrence Rowe and Dayton Campbell. Then come out the day after and say, yes, Lawrence did ask for some money, and he said he cannot make no promise of no 15 million, but whatever.
DP,
so this is what I'm saying.
Let me school you. If you accuse me of doing something, who has the burden of proof?
The accuser.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
So you see?
Hello, good morning. Morning, welcome to Portland Spice TV.
Colin.
Yeah, man.
Hey, the program.
No, we're live on here. Hello?
You know, see, I talk to one, you know, see, I talk to one, you put it like labor right, man.
No, man.
You see, labor right, you talk to one.
Me hear you, my brother. We know that.
Yeah, man. You're a hypocrite, man.
No, but
you know, consider them on the fire program. I'm a liar, man.
No, man, but rubbish is rubbish.
I didn't say, but shit.
You hear what I'm just saying?
Yeah,
must
but
do.
me something to be a labor right.
Hold on there. You hear what I'm saying? Me must do. Me must call Dayton Campbell and tell Dayton to put out everything. But at the same time, he's admitting that the burden of proof is on the accuser. So if you accuse me, come with your facts. Marlon Morgan and the GLP no have no facts. I message Marlon Morgan and say, send me the messages. And him can't send me. DP just admit that the burden of proof is on the accuser. Argument done. Me no need to talk to you no more, DP.
Yeah, man. If I shame the man, shame myself to be a labor right, but you know what I talk this man. I'm big on labor right.
No, but let me tell you one thing what me know in Jamaica. Anytime you hear a man start say, oh, him a know nothing, him a labor right. PNP, we are not afraid. We are not afraid to own up to our party and say power to the people. We are Norman Manley PNP. We are Michael Manley PNP. We are PJ Patterson PNP. We are Portia PNP. We are Peter Phillips PNP. And right now, we are Mark Jefferson Golden PNP. We are proud to be a member of the People's National Party. We are proud to say we support the PNP. Yes, we are comrade.
Yes, man.
Brother,
you mean, man?
Little more.
I'm hypocrite, man.
Little more.
Brother.
Yeah, man. DP.
Little more.
DP. Me have other people who call the program. What it is you want to say?
Colin, that is professional for you. Cut me off and then
no, I told you thank you. You said the burden of proof is on the accuser. I'm done with you.
Colin, you see, and this is why Marlon wasn't answering the question. Oh, because you tried to trap people, but you trap yourself.
DP,
you are the biggest one saying
DP.
that Andrew only should have come out and declare whatever the information with the IC.
The IC is a different kettle of fish, brother. DP, little more, man. Little more, man. You have a show. Do it on your show, not do it on my show. You have your own platform on YouTube. Do it on your platform, not do it on mine. You understand what I say? When I troll my program and want people who want to talk sense, you come with your foolishness. The Integrity Commission cannot speak on an investigation. The Prime Minister, who is elected by the people, have a responsibility to the people of Jamaica to show that he's in good standing, to show that he's a man of integrity. The Prime Minister must now release his statutory filing before him try to go to the people for an election. Are we calling on the people of his constituency not to vote for him? The Integrity Commission is a statute of the Constitution of Jamaica, and therefore they can't speak. But the Prime Minister, who is the chief servant, elected by the people, must give the people the information. The Integrity Commission, the Chief Justice said what they have presented are facts, are not opinions. So the Prime Minister is duty bound based on his position. Marlon Morgan, who is accusing people in the PNP, must come with the facts. You said it, DP. The burden of proof is on the accuser. So when you accuse people, throw out the facts. There is a voice note with Dayton Campbell. We want to see the message around that voice note to determine the context. Every time you come on this program, DP, you are defending the GLP. But you are afraid to own your support to the GLP. Why would I want to support an organization that I am afraid to say, yes, I support that organization? You think people fool DP? People not stupid. You talk about flip-flopping. The Auditor General did a performance report and speak about the Prime Minister's programs that he's doing and said that they are overlapping. And the Prime Minister come out and disrespect the Auditor General, saying that you shouldn't put to malice what you can put to incompetence and ignorance. Who is he talking about? Schoolboy, head boy.
What is it? Let me tell you something. Brethren, you know a thing named delusion of grandeur?
Yes, I know. I know.
Right? You know the new name for they have a guy from Uganda named Idi Amin. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He was a cruel ruler down there.
Yes.
Yeah? But they put him picture against Marlon Morgan. And then they framed the name IDOT Amin. Eh?
Idiot Amin.
Right? IDIOT, Idiot Amin. But let me tell you, right? And Colin, there are some questions we have to ask Marlon Morgan, because Marlon Morgan, and you just said it this morning, the more you make a man talk is the more you catch him.
Yeah, man, let him hang himself, man.
Marlon has hung himself, and I'm saying if the People's National Party don't see this, then it means the lawyers in the PNP don't want one paper with them sit down pan, and I know that not to be true.
Exactly. Exactly.
How is it that Marlon Morgan could call a press conference? The JLP could call a press conference headed by Marlon Morgan, and Carencia, who would seem like she's trying to get an accent. I didn't even know she speak. And she attack. I had to look good. Yeah? It's when I see the darkness on my screen, I realize. Yeah? So I'm not wrong with a nice, beautiful dark woman. I'm just saying it's when I realize it's she.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Colin, how it is that not Marlon Morgan is able to tell the country that he and Carencia and the JLP is aware of 2 investigation bodies that are investigating this case.
And your DP just repeated a while ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying how that is information that is supposed to be only given to the IC, and the Auditor General can have that information, and the persons who are under investigation may have the information because the IC may have written to them. Yeah,
right. And that's why I said this morning. I said it this morning from my connection in the People's National Party, which goes right up. There has been nobody who is under any investigation that they know of. So none of these agencies that them talk about, no reach out to nobody. Army could have said no reach out to nobody yet.
No, we know that. And I'm saying then, he should be, and when they ask him, and this is why I know Marlon lying, and I am going far in a tangent now to say he's lying. When the journalist from the Gleaner asked him the question to say, can you name those 2 investigation bodies?
Him couldn't name them.
Right. Him could not name them. And I'm saying that the PNP is in its right now. And DP, oh my God. Let me tell you, man. It's very good that you come here not wanting to own where you belong, because nobody wants to be associated with the JLP at this time.
Nobody.
You can understand your sentiment.
I do.
I can identify with you,
and that's why and that's why I went on the rant a while ago to explain how proud we are to be associated with our party. You be telling me go while
and a man say, boy, I don't really support nobody, you know. That's it, you know. Me don't start marking already.
Yes.
But me know what him be.
But you tell DP a while ago, I am not merely an activist. Me an administrator. No. I am one of the vice chair for Region 2. I am the chairman for East Portland. Yeah?
And you are also the shadow
the deputy shadow minister of culture and the creative industry. So me no normal in a PNP.
Right? But
Me
I
have
am saying,
massive
right?
PNPDP.
And I am saying that this Marlon Morgan is what you call, and I want to remind your listeners of the Adolf Hitler had a gang, right? I call him a gang, but it was supposedly an army called the Gestapo.
Yes.
Yeah? The Gestapo was run by Heinrich Himmler. Yeah? And the role of the Gestapo was to be the propaganda arm of the Nazi Party. Yeah? And what Marlon is Marlon is the modern day Heinrich Himmler. Yeah? He is parading with these propaganda, right? Knowing these information not to be true. Because the Germans had to counter the war, the messages coming through the war.
Yes.
And one of the things that they did was to develop their own radio station.
Of course.
Is this sounding familiar?
Oh, yes.
And they would only speak on certain media houses.
Yes.
Is this sounding familiar?
Yes.
And you had a particular media arm of the Gestapo that was supposed to be reporting on how the war was going on whether it's on the Russian front or the Western front.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
And their role was to just publicize misinformation.
Of course.
So I'm saying people need to not become overly reacted when you listen to Marlon. Because let me tell you what you're going to do.
Marlon doing his job. He's doing his job.
You're going to hear. But I have one more question for Marlon, Colin. Marlon, are you still an employee of the Ministry of Education? If you are not, can you publish information showing that you have been separated from the ministry?
But why you want that, school boy, Ed boy? Why?
Because I'll tell you why. If he is a public servant, if he's a civil servant, do you know that Marlon's substantive post that he holds now, if that post at the ministry, let's say he still has the post at the ministry, I don't know, he needs to tell us.
Right.
But if he still has the post at the ministry, how does Marlon find time to do the work of the ministry?
Then, brother, let me tell you something. And listen to me good. You see how much things the Prime Minister do while being Prime Minister? That is that's the example. And I say to Jamaicans that if we have a Prime Minister that have this massive cloud hanging over him, and he refuses to clear that up with the people of Jamaica, then, brother, you cannot go forward. The Prime Minister, this month, February, see the end of the contract of the chairman of the Integrity Commission. Can we now be comfortable that they are going to move this chairman and put in somebody new? Who is going to do that? It is the Governor General that appoints, but the Governor General appoints based on discussion with the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition. How can we now be comfortable with the Prime Minister dealing with this issue?
No, but the whole Andrew administration and Andrew's administration breeds nothing but conflict of interest. Let's look at one. He appoints his personal friend and business partner to head the UDC. Then he appoints his personal friend and business partner to head the HAJ.
DP attack my personally now.
No,
DP, I know you a long time. I have no problem.
I see him in the chat.
I have no problem with you attacking me, DP, because I know who you are. So
no, continue. But I'm saying
continue, Ed.
I see his comments, and I'm not going to give.
Yeah, man, allow him, man. Continue.
Yeah, right. But I am saying, if it is the entire your personal friend is at HAJ as the chair, then he's now at all the major boards or statutory agencies of government that are the cash cows have been moved into the office of the Prime Minister overnight, which is Siagarization, by the way.
Yes.
When I talk about PNP nation, that's Siagarization happening in reverse.
Miss Palmer, I'm not black him because still my student, but him just now want to learn. He's just a tough head when I want to learn.
Well, he need to go in the naughty corner. Yeah?
That's why.
And he might like it.
That's why I cut him off.
It might like it because the jail, based upon what I'm understanding, there are lots of those over in the jail who like the naughty corner.
Oh God. Anyway, may I get the wrap-up signal from the producer? So
but on a
wrap
serious,
up. Yeah, go ahead.
But let's right. I'm saying so we need to look at those two questions. Is he still a public servant or a civil servant?
Yeah.
Right? Because there are certain orders which prevent you from being, because if the job of the Ministry of the Education is not being done, then something needs to be had about that.
Yes.
But as I close, brother, right? I want to bring to attention of you and your listeners something grave that occurred in Western St. Mary. Yes?
Talk to me.
You have the Chase Fund, and I know you know the Chase Fund.
Oh yes. It was put in place by PJ Patterson.
By PJ Patterson as substantively as a tax to the lottery industry. Yeah?
Yes.
And those funds were put there to use for culture, arts, sports, and education. Yes?
Yes.
Did you know in Western St. Mary, Mr. Montague, and this is a statement of fact, had what was called culture in the hills the other day, or some spice in the hills, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Persons, meaning the hospitals in Jamaica, are begging for monies from the Chase Fund. They can't get it. Port Antonio Hospital, Port Mary Hospital, all the hospitals in Jamaica want an upgrade and want more equipment, and they can't get anything from the Chase Fund.
Yes.
But Montague was able to access funds from the Chase Fund to say he's keeping entertainment event, right? And write a program to the Chase Fund to say that this program is for culture. Now, if you look and tell me, isn't this one of the vulgarest behavior you could see? Because there's no cultural, obviously, yes, the music, entertainment, nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But if you want to keep an event like that, that should be something you do from your resources, not to use the Chase Fund for that. Because what really the Chase Fund was designed for is for real cultural things. So, for example,
well, I guess the Chase Fund just sponsor it, right?
Yeah, but there was a sponsor. Right? They were a sponsor, and we need to know the details of the fulsome sponsorship of that. Because I am saying, brother, that the Chase funds, and when you go to culture and entertainment, that the Chase funds need to be redirected to regenerate back some of our dying cultural expression.
Yes.
You know, you want me to talk about the dinky mini.
Hold on. Come, listeners and viewers in the chat room, I'm going to beg you one favor. Don't respond to DP. Leave him alone. Don't respond to him. Continue, head boy.
Right. Chase Fund was used to even sponsor ministers' book and even political events.
Yes, somebody just put up that a while ago.
Right. So the misappropriation, and I'm saying to this, we need to look at it. But all I'm saying, let's reimagine what the Chase Fund can do, and let's actually do what it was actually designed to do, which is to sponsor cultural events.
All right, all right, my brother. Hey, boy.
All right, brother.
As I said, I get the wrap-up signal. Thank you for calling. My listeners and my viewers, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, I'm begging you, please subscribe to the channel. Like it up on everything. You see, when truth hits home, people scream like pigs. And the truth is an offense, but it's not a shame. And if every time you speak, you defend the PNP, and you have never seen anything wrong with the PNP, you're a PNP. If every time you speak, you defend the GLP, and you have never seen anything wrong with the GLP, you're a GLP. That's how we determine you are what. Yeah? Now, some people are proud of their association, and some people are not so proud. Big up every Labourite who are proud to be a Labourite. And big up every PNP who are proud to be a PNP. Me tell you no, so me no want that in the chat, you know. Nah, they want to leave the man, no man. Not talk to the man. Not talk to him, just leave him alone. You understand? Just leave him alone. No pay him no mind. put back on the focus right over here. Because we have a mission to accomplish. We have a mission to get rid of the most corrupt government that has ever run Jamaica and save Jamaica once again. In 2012, the PNP saved Jamaica after the labor right crashed it. Yeah? Make them go do them research. They have crashed the economy again, and we are going to save it again. So, when you see people like DP come over this program, them come as distraction. They want to take up the whole of the program so that nobody else not talk on the program. So them can talk up them labor right talk. Marlon Morgan, sometimes we invite him. But when you see them come like that, it's for distraction and misinformation. So we have to ensure that we control our program. Them have them own program. Go up on your program, go do your thing. Go up on your program, go slander me and chat about me. Me run as a counselor and lose. I have tried. Have you ever tried anything? And I am going to try again. I have never given up. Yeah? And that's why I'm there when I'm there in a life. Because I keep trying. And if me go down one step, me I go up two. And the Almighty God are going to lift me right up. You understand what I say? So as a man where me call my friend and we have a political discussion and you get beat up and you start to attack me personally, then me see who my friends are. So me say to the people in the chat, I might not be DP's friend, but DP are my friend. Me have him as my friend. But obviously, him not have me as film friend because you get beat up in our political conversation and you gone personal. So you not trouble him. I still my friend, I still my youth. And me grow him. And me bring him in at this. So I leave him alone. Me I beg you no. Nobody not diss him. Please and thank you. I want to thank all of you for being on the show this morning. Thanks to Miranda Wellington, Comrade Wellington, out of St. Elizabeth. Thanks for being on the show. Nobody can stop me, DP. When Jesus Christ say yes, nobody can say no. Not even you. Nobody can stop me. So, thanks to Comrade Doreen Campbell. And I want to make this call again as a Portlander. A calling on the Prime Minister, who is the Minister of Defense, to bring in the Jamaica Defense Force to erect a footbridge at the Craig Mill Bridge, that when the river is in spate, the people can cross. It will not take the JDF more than 72 hours to erect a temporary footbridge over the Craig Mill River so that the people can cross. My mission is for the well-being of my people. I put my shoulders to the wheel for the growth of Jamaica. I now run left Jamaica. Jamaica are my home. Big up on yourself. One love, my people. All the best. God bless you, DP. And may He continue to keep you. And, a reggae month, you know. A reggae month. Romy and Virgo. I want Romy and Virgo to do the show. The tune when you fade away. Romy and Virgo. Romy and Virgo and Sasko. We say dirty heart can't wash with soap. There is no bad mind antidote. Me leave you with that. May the good Lord continue to bless and keep you all. Make His face shine up on you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up His light and give you His peace, now and forevermore. Until we meet again, my people, me leave you with this. This me I leave you with. That me I leave you with. This is what's happening in Western Portland. Save the people. We're calling on the Prime Minister. Bring in the JDF Prime Minister. Come make a footbridge for now that the people them can cross when the river is in spate. The Jamaica Defense Force can do it. Bring in the Jamaica Defense Force. We're going to play it again because this is vital. We're calling on the Prime Minister of Jamaica, the Minister of Defense, to bring in the Jamaica Defense Force to build a footbridge that the people can cross the Craig Mill River until the bridge is fixed. Because when the river is in spate, Mr. Prime Minister, this is the suffering of the people in Western Portland. Prime Minister Andrew Holness, Dr. Holness. This, look on this little boy across on the side of the bridge. Prime Minister Holness. JDF can come in and put a footbridge cross here, so. Yeah? Put a footbridge cross here, so that's when rain fall and the fording is flooded. The people can cross. We're calling on the Prime Minister. DP, call Marlon Morgan like you did call him one day and tell him something on the show talk about him. Call him and tell him to call the Prime Minister and come fix your so that when rain fall, the people them can cross. The people them need to cross it, Mr. Prime Minister. The people them need to cross it. One love.